What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. Manchester United against Liverpool, FA Cup fourth round action, live from Old Trafford. And, oh, man, I'm only just recovering from yesterday, man. Arsenal, FA Cup holders, went out, kind of just surrendered their trophy over. It was a very disappointing day for Arsenal fans, but we moved today. I can watch this a little bit more relaxed. Manchester United against Liverpool, huge game for the fourth round. You don't usually see games of this magnitude this early in the competition, and this will be a big, big game. So I'll be able to watch this a little bit more relaxed than I was yesterday watching the Arsenal-Southampton game. Hope everyone is well in the comments. Big up everyone for tuning in. Hope you are well. Bud said, hope you are well, Curtis. You doing better after yesterday's wonderful performance? I don't know about wonderful, more like woeful. Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm good, man. Yes, bro, how are you feeling? Who are your favourites? Let's look at the teams, then I'll call it. Let's look at the teams. It's an interesting one. Big up, Big C prediction for today. See, you would think Man United, they're at home. Liverpool are kind of out of form as well. But the team lineups will kind of dictate that as well, I suppose. Yeah, it's officially final. Mesut Ozil has signed for Fenerbahce. Sky Sports confirmed Mesut Ozil has officially left Arsenal Football Club. He has joined Fenerbahce. The saga is over. And listen, we will talk briefly about Arsenal today. But I will be on tomorrow. 2:30, Lee Judges will be on, and we will be breaking down that Arsenal game in full, as well as looking ahead to the Southampton game in the league and the Man United game to come at the weekend. Let's look at this Manchester United team. Let's have a look at the team lineups. So here's the Man United team today. Donny van der Beek gets a start. I mean, the forgotten man at Manchester United. He was actually linked with a move to Arsenal at one stage when he was at Ajax. And he starts. As you can see, Man United much changed in certain positions, not everywhere. Henderson comes in for De Gea. They're back four. Lindelof and Maguire at centre-back. So Bailly comes out of the team. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw at full-backs. Pretty standard for them. McTominay, Van der Beek, Pogba in the midfield three. And then a front three of Cavani, Rashford and Greenwood. So still a strong team. De Gea, Bruno Fernandes and Eric Bailly are the three main players that they've taken out the side. Eric Bailly not even on the bench, but we know he's had injury problems. They probably don't want to risk him. The bench is De Gea, Telles, Tuanzebe, Bruno Fernandes, Fred, Daniel James, Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic and Anthony Martial. So they've got quality to call on. The likes of Martial and Bruno Fernandes. Still a strong team. I do think Lindelof and Maguire is weaker than Maguire and Bailly. I think Bailly's pace and aggression really complements Maguire's height and physical presence well. Him and Lindelof, two defenders who are not that quick. So Liverpool will probably be looking to exploit that. But still a strong team. And a front three of Greenwood, Rashford and Cavani. Still plenty of quality. And Pogba, who's been on fire in recent weeks. So an interesting team. Big up Don Draper in here. Big up Big C. Respect, bro. Odegaard on his way to Arsenal as well. Apparently flying in some stage today, they think, or tomorrow. So that one will definitely be confirmed soon. Ozil is gone, Curtis. It's official. Sky Sports. It's done. Big up, Curtis. We played a strong lineup, even against a championship team on one. Hey, do you know what? What was the score in that game? I wasn't even aware that Leicester had that Leicester game was over. When I saw it, I think it was 1-0. But there you go. There's the difference. Leicester are playing a championship team and turn up and put a strong team out. Arsenal go to Southampton, who are above us in the table, and we're putting out weakened teams. But there you go. Big up Musa in here as well. Finally, Odegaard as well. Don said, everyone make sure you go follow Don Draper. Brilliant Twitter account for Arsenal transfers. He said, yes, tomorrow it will be announced according to Spanish media and David Ornstein. Well, there you go. Something positive for Arsenal fans to cling on to. Bissouma Worldy, oh man, was it? I'm sure it was like a crossbar and in shot. Great finish, man, from him. We need to get him. 3-1 under Tillemans and Maddison scored. Yeah, you see, and weren't they losing 1-0 at some stage? So Leicester are a proper team, man. Let's be honest, they're moving in the right direction. They've got a quality manager, owners that care, good team on the pitch. They're moving in the right direction. Daniel says, big up Big C, Pepe, Oneni, Xhaka, Willian, not even good enough to be on the bench. Look at Man U's bench. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, as much as I was critical of Mikel Arteta, some of them players have to take a lot of criticism for their performances yesterday. And listen, I know a lot of you guys, you will want to talk about Arsenal. I get it. I will briefly talk about it. But as I said, tomorrow, 2:30 p.m., join me and Lee Judges, and we'll go, more in depth about that shambles of a performance and look ahead to the games coming up. I was fuming. I got to be honest. I was really annoyed with that performance. More that we were the holders of the competition, and we put in a very timid performance. Curtis, do you believe Partey's playing style is similar to Moussa Dembele from Spurs? Big up. Yeah, I suppose a little bit. Dembele was a baller. I always liked him. It's a shame he played for Tottenham, of course. But, yeah, he was a baller, man. Brad said Leicester on a better run of results than when they won the league. It's crazy. Crazy. Man said, Big C looking fresh. Respect, bro. Her in-house shape-up, man. I had to do it myself. It was getting a bit silly, man. Curtis, well, gee, I'm good, bro. Still hasn't sunk in that we are out. Bro, if I'm being serious, some people kind of brushed it off. I saw a lot of people online saying, oh, it's more important we win on Tuesday and things like that. But I was like, bro, we're the holders of that trophy, man. We should have took a lot of pride in that, There's only 1 or 2 trophies, really, that we're ever going to win at this current time. And that was one of them. So I think to just give it up like that was really... It wasn't good. It really wasn't good. Let's just say that. Let me have a look and look with you guys at the Liverpool team. Then I'll give you my prediction for today's game. So here's the Liverpool team. Alisson in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Williams and Fabinho at centre-back. Robertson at left-back. Thiago, Wijnaldum and Milner in midfield. Jones, Salah and Firmino. So... no Sadio Mane in the team is the headline there, I suppose. He's on the bench. On the bench, is it Kelleher, Mane, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Minamino, Tsimikas, Shaqiri, Origi, Phillips and Williams. I mean, their bench is I suppose, Mane, Shaqiri, Ox. They can bring on Origi. Fabinho and Williams at centre-back. I think it could be a tricky one. Having looked at that team, I'd probably make Man United favourites. I've got to be honest. Sadio Mane being on the bench, young Williams at centre-back and Fabinho. I know Fabinho has been brilliant there this season, but Cavani's movement. It's a good team. Milner comes in. I suppose he doesn't start on a regular basis. No Jordan Henderson, who is instrumental for them. Obviously no Van Dijk and no Gomez still. So, yeah, they got 1 or 2 problems. I'm going to go for a Man United win. I've got to be honest. I think Man United have got a slightly stronger team out than Liverpool. Liverpool only 1 or 2 players short, but not having Mane on the left, I think, makes a huge difference to them. And, I'm going to go for a Man United win, unfortunately, because... we play Manchester United next week, and the last thing we want is Man United full of confidence. I think from an Arsenal point of view, Arsenal fans would rather see Liverpool beat Man United and knock their confidence. But hey, let's see. Musa said Liverpool fan for today. Curve Glass 123 said Man United 2-1 victory today. Yeah, I can see that. Don said, like the video, people. Big C is doing a fantastic job. Charles Watts talking about Ryan Bertrand as the next player to join us in January. I mean, that's interesting. You look at his performance yesterday, just simply the way he crossed the ball, incredible delivery at times. When you look at how Cedric was crossing the ball yesterday, he was all over the place with his delivery. Kicked about, 3 or 4 crosses just out for a goal kick yesterday. Bertrand, if it was for a year, I would take him as a backup. You got to understand, people. He's a backup. You know, you ain't going to get a top quality left back to come to Arsenal and sit on the bench. You know, I think he would be a steady option, a natural left footer. If you give him a year or so, it's not a problem. If they start talking about 2 or 3 years, I wouldn't be happy. But as I said before, I do like the young player, Tyreek Mitchell, who plays for Crystal Palace. Contract expires in 6 months. English player, 21. I would look at him as well. Mane or Salah? I'll just go Mane. Just, you know, Salah's the bigger goal scorer, and he gets the numbers, man. I think Mane's got a little bit more to his game for me. They're both quite unpredictable players. They're not technically like unbelievable, you know. They don't have unbelievable technical ability, but they're so unpredictable. You know, they're very difficult to deal with. I think Mane is a little more unpredictable than Salah. So I would, you know, if I could have one of those two at Arsenal, I would take Mane personally. Mane, Firmino and Salah in that order. I'm interested. Better to finish 8th with a trophy than finish 8th with nothing. There you go. There you go. You know, big up South London's finest. Says smash the likes, people, and share the stream. I mean, as you were just saying before, you know, a lot of people have still got this kind of hope with Arsenal that, you know, it's not the end of the world. The FA Cup's gone, and I see that because, you know, we've still got the Europa League and the leagues to concentrate on. But where do you think we can realistically finish in the league? I know people are saying, oh, we're only 7 points off 4th. But, you know, looking at the table, I think 4 of the teams above us, between us and 4th, have got games in hand. So when they've got them games in hand played, you know, it's probably not going to be 7 points between us and 4th. But, listen, there's a long way to go. As I said, you know, this week alone will be telling. I tell you one thing. When you rest players in the FA Cup, then get knocked out, you need to go and win there on Tuesday. You know, if we go there full strength and lose on Tuesday, it's like, well, hang on. You rested players, lost. Then you picked the full team and still lost. So all I can say, Mikel Arteta, you've increased the pressure on yourself by that. I understand rotating players. There's a lot of games in a short period of time. But I think he made maybe too many changes. To change the whole front 4, I thought was a little bit too much, and we looked very disjointed yesterday. Raul said, big up Curtis, I'm still seething from yesterday. Season is a write-off, let's be real. Arteta, you dirty little... Listen, Lee Judges will be on here tomorrow. I'm gonna have to introduce myself by saying that to him. Yeah, big up Lee Judges, man. Check that out tomorrow, 2:30. We'll be breaking it down, man. Big up Anthony Williams said he has to go and get the result on Tuesday now. No excuses. He does. He 100% does. His inexperience showed yesterday. I agree with that. And I'll tell you why. Because you look at last season, we got knocked out the Europa League very early. The league was kind of a write-off from early last year. So the FA Cup was the main focus. You see how good a manager is when he has to juggle 2 or 3 competitions at once. And I think yesterday he got it wrong. You know, I do think he got it wrong. Vedic said, we'll miss Aubameyang. Please no Willian for the next game. I mean, we still haven't heard anything about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Obviously, the club said it was a personal issue and he will get their full support. All we can do is hope that everything is okay and that whatever the situation is, you know, it works out for the best. But it's obviously something serious because, you know, he was at Southampton with the squad and had to leave a few hours before kickoff. So, yeah, definitely. Let's hope everything's all right there for Aubameyang. At the moment, with us not hearing anything, you would think there's a possibility he won't be involved on Tuesday, which is a big shame. But, you know, bigger things to be concerned about. Raul said, big up Lee Judges and Curtis, the realist, level-headed perspective. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. Odegaard confirmed from Sky. Okay, is it confirmed, yeah? It will be interesting, as some of you are saying there, what number Odegaard will get. Yeah, there you go on Sky. Let me just get this up just to... Let me at least give Arsenal fans something to smile about, you know. It is now confirmed that the deal has been agreed. from Martin Odegaard or Odegaard. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Let me just get this up on the screen. Where is it? It's on Sky Sports News. Let me just get this up. And apparently there's no option to buy, which is a shame, which is definitely a shame, because for me, I would have liked to have seen an option. I think to just get him on a temporary loan basis is a little bit silly for me. But listen, Real Madrid, we know they're not a club that just allows you to take their players easily. They're very difficult to get players off, especially loan players as well. The story's not showing up, people. I'll get that up shortly. But yeah, it's confirmed. No option to buy. And yeah, he's on his way in. Let's hope he's available sometime this week. Big up, Big C. Would you take Odegaard for 50 million? He's going to have to prove himself for me to be saying 50 million. At the moment, I'm not fully convinced he's a 50 million pound player. He hasn't done enough to be worth 50 million. That would be my only argument. I don't see him yet as a 50 million pounds player. So 50 mil, I would like to get him a little bit cheaper than that. Let me just show you guys this. I've got it now. So here you go. Sky Sports breaking news. Arsenal have agreed a deal to sign Real Madrid attacking midfielder Martin Odegaard on loan. Arsenal agree Odegaard loan deal. It's official. Apparently he's flying in sometime today or tomorrow morning. The deal should be confirmed by tomorrow. I wouldn't expect him to be involved against Southampton. It would be nice to see him involved against Man United, even if it's off the bench. So there you go, breaking news. Odegaard deal is confirmed. So hopefully that cheers up Arsenal fans a little bit. Ray saying he's injured till March. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, man. Let's hope not. He's good though, Big C. Well, yeah, listen, you can be good, but you have to prove it. You got to prove that you can do it in this league, in this team. We've had good players on loan before who haven't been big successes. Gunman Khan, honestly, Curtis, I don't care about Odegaard. We need a new squad manager and director of football in order to become a serious club. Yeah, and an owner I would add to that as well. So, Leicester Big Six now, yeah, taking Arsenal's place. Jeez. Yeah, that's how they're moving right now. That's how they're moving right now. Like they've overtaken us, certainly on the pitch. Ashton said apparently Fenerbahce supporters are paying for Ozil's wages because the club are in serious debt since the pandemic hit. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know how true that is about Mesut Ozil's wages. I heard that Arsenal were still paying a portion of that wage until the summer. Juma says, big up Curtis from Melbourne, Australia. Much love, bro. Thank you very much. Romano is the go-to guy now for transfers. Yeah, he does seem to be the guy, man. Big up my boy Broads TV in here. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. Says, big up from the country boy, them a Jamaica Big C. Oh, country I come from, my big up Broads, man. Go and check out his channel. Who are you predicting to win? Unfortunately, and I think Man United. I just think they've got a slightly better team out. Liverpool out of form as well. But listen, let's see how it pans out. This is Emirates FC now, not my Arsenal. Listen, as fans of, if you've been watching this Arsenal team for a set amount of years, it's hard to recognise this football club. I got to be real. It's difficult to see the direction that this football club is moving in, and what they're trying to achieve, and just throwing away cup competitions doesn't sit right to me. There's a saying you've heard before, beggars can't be choosers. We're not going to win the Prem. We've struggled to win the Europa League. We've only made the final once in the last few years since we've been knocked out. We never seem to win the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup is the reason he's probably still in a job right now. Because I'm telling you, if he hadn't won that FA Cup last year and had all that sort of credit in the bank, I believe winning that FA Cup helped convince Aubameyang to stay, because he looked at him for, what, we're building. We got a young manager. We've won a trophy. Aubameyang hasn't won a lot of trophies. So that probably felt great to him. So, hey, let's see, man. Let's see. Daniel said, great news, Big C. Play him as a number 8 behind ESR. No more of this Xhaka El Neni business. Oh, man, that midfield yesterday. When you see Xhaka and El Neni together, you know it's going to be a long day at the office. And yesterday was a long day at the office. The first half, honestly, that first half yesterday, anybody who struggles to sleep at night, yeah, get that first 45 minutes of Southampton against Arsenal and you'll be asleep before half time. I'm telling you, that was an awful first 45. LG92, Curtis, I think Arsenal need more than Odegaard, though, especially if we want to go for Europa. I mean, we may get a left back. I think that'll be it. And I don't see us paying for any player with a transfer fee. I think it looks as if this is going to be loans and free transfers, you know. Arsenal moving like paupers in the January window like we did last year, you know, loans again. Do you think Pepe is a waste of money? Has he had enough time? Listen, I always say this with Pepe, right? Number one, Pepe has talent, right? He definitely has talent, but the problem is the production is not enough. He's not producing enough. We can talk about he hasn't had 5 starts in a row and these kind of things, and I get that. But ultimately, once you're on the pitch, you know, he's been in this country now for over a year. He's in his second season. He's halfway through his second season. I don't think we've seen enough quality performances from Nicolas Pepe to say he's been a success. I think at the moment it hasn't worked out. Maybe his positioning. I think he often gets the ball way too deep. You know, in his own half, I saw teams doubling up on him yesterday. Southampton, every time he got the ball, 2 players to him quickly. So people recognise he's a danger, but he's not effective enough for me. He's not effective enough. The problem you've got, Arsenal never seem to have exit plans for players. You know, if they were a proper club, you'd be able to get rid of him on the, you know, and get a decent transfer fee for him. But because Arsenal, you know, they don't have these things in place, they'll probably get bumped on him. So I think we have to get more out of him if we can. But how do we do that? I think maybe this league doesn't suit him, you know. Hey, Big C, do you think Balogun was trolling Arteta? Oh, dear, Balogun, you know, we just lose in the FA Cup and Balogun puts up a video of his one of his goals in his hat-trick. And I think he had, you know, the covering his face emoji. He knew what he was doing. I'm not sure that'll get a positive reaction out of the manager. That's the only thing. Arteta doesn't strike me as one of them characters who you can kind of, you know, put him in a difficult position and he reacts positively. I think he will look at that and think, nah, I don't like that attitude, you know. Eddie's performance yesterday, I thought, was he just looks completely out of his depth. I'm not even gonna run jokes on him anymore. You know, I think we have to be serious. At the moment, he's nowhere near good enough. Eddie Nketiah, he's had plenty of opportunities, and I think Arsenal have to be smart. If you've got opportunities in the summer, you know, we could have moved him on now to West Ham. The club have decided not to. So for me, I think in the summer, Eddie Nketiah, you've got to be looking at the potential of moving him on. But, you know, it depends what happens with Balogun. I think the longer Balogun's not in the team, it's almost like he's being overhyped. We all see him as like he's going to be this unbelievable player. For me, he looks like he's got huge potential. There's no guarantee whether he... you know, there's no guarantee whether he'll become a top player or he just becomes a Jeremy Ali-Adier or a, you know, Chuba Akpong or another young player that looked like he had a bright future. Eddie isn't good enough, neither is Willock. I think a lot of these players at the moment are struggling, but a lot of it is, in my opinion, I always say, is Arsenal's fault. You know, they don't have proper plans in place for these young players. Look at the way Chelsea handle youngsters. You know, they go on loan and they get, you know, they get proper, you know, chance to experience first team football. You don't see that Arsenal, you know. Share this vid to your stories and clip your favourite bits. Big up my boy Broads. Broads, let the people know, man, are you going live today? Let me tell them when you're live, if you're going live later on. If Balogun was trolling Arteta, then he must leave. Maybe he thinks, do you know what? I've tried my best. It's not going to happen. So he just thought, you know what? Let me just bang this video up. He knew what he was doing. And there you go. I hope this isn't true. Please, don't do this to me. I'm going to have to look into this in a minute. And a few people have put this in the comments saying Odegaard is injured until March. I hope that's not right. You know, I really hope not. I'm going to try and quickly look. This can't be another Denis Suarez. I mean, when Odegaard injured, he's showing up straight away. I know there's something not right. Is Odegaard injured? Some people are saying possibly injured. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Hopefully not. I haven't heard too much about that. There you go. Broads will be live at 9 or 10 people. Make sure you go and check that out. Akash said, I can't believe we've turned into a tryout club for bigger clubs. Other clubs used to look at us for talent. Yeah, I have to admit, I don't like when big clubs bring players in on loan and you've got no option to buy. You know, I don't like that. I think you have to have the option to buy. If Odegaard comes in and starts tearing it up, you know, two things happen potentially at Real Madrid. Number one, Real Madrid say, you know what, you can sign him, but we want crazy money for him because now he's on fire. Or number two, they go, do you know what? Luka Modric getting old. Hazard hasn't been great. Isco don't look great. They're going to bring him back. You know, they might bring him back. And then what are we? Work experience? We're giving man work experience at Arsenal. Yeah, take Dani Ceballos and take Odegaard back. We've looked after him for all this time. So, yeah, I would have liked an option to buy. Leno says, big up Big C, that Lee Judge's impersonation. Man like Lord Voldemort. Yeah, man, big up Judges, man. As I said, it will be on tomorrow, 2:30. Make sure you tune in. I'm trying not to talk about Arsenal too much today, although it's hard not to say a little bit. But, yeah, tomorrow we'll really break it down because I'll be honest, I'm still annoyed with that performance yesterday. Does anyone have the Kroenke's email? Yeah, we should bombard their email, man, you know. Just crash all their emails. People, find that out. Put it in the chat. Let's go. Big up Carl, Newcastle fan, said Real Madrid put on Twitter, Odegaard tore his hamstring. Oh, mate, let's hope not. I just can't be. We can't be going down this route again of signing players with injuries, you know. We just don't need it. Denis Suarez, Kim Kallstrom, we've all seen how this story ends, man. We don't need players with injuries coming in. But let's hope not. Omar's in here. Big up Curtis, been having Wi-Fi issues today. No worries, bro. No worries. Appreciate you tuning in anyway. Vedic said, no excuses for Arteta anymore. He's got the players he wants. Let's show us your managing skills now. Well, there you go. We've been seeing them. But I've got a lot of opinions that I will share tomorrow on the show with Lee. And I know Lee was very upset with the performance when I was speaking to him, you know, very, very annoyed that we just, you know, allowed ourselves almost to be knocked out of the FA Cup. But yeah, it's hard work, you know. It's hard work supporting Arsenal, I'm telling you. We went from great heights when I was growing up, you know. I used to wear that shirt with pride, you know. Used to wear that shirt with real pride, you know. Big players, winning trophies. The club had a connection with the fans. It's all different now, you know. It's all different. It's not even just that we're not, you know, at the top. It's the way we act as a club. Crazy. As I said, prediction, I'm going 2-1 United, you know. I am. Just think Liverpool, Mane on the bench. Young lad at centre-back next to Fabinho. But let's see. Josh, man said, Josh Kroenke's email is josh@beexcited.com. Wouldn't surprise me, you know. Wouldn't surprise me. Bro, no, I swear down. You know this. I wish I could pin this. You're not telling no lies there. You're not telling lies, you know. I used to wear that shirt outside with pride. I used to go in the gym, you know, you used to come in swinging with your Arsenal top on. Bro, I wear that shirt around the house. I wear the Arsenal tops in the house at the moment. When we're losing games, I'm like, yo, I can't go outside in this shirt. Man will be laughing at me right now, bro. I swear down. And the fact they're just bumping us as well with training kit every other week. Spot on, man. House comms for real, man. I'm telling you, I say this every year, but I'm trying to just buy the old kits, man. Get my old kits back out, man. I can't be buying free kits every season, man. It's a joke. 60, 70 pound per shirt. And look at the performances these men are putting in. Maitland-Niles is treated like ish. Arteta is cruel to certain players while Bellerin and Nketiah get away. I see that. I see that. Liverpool scrape it 1-0. Give me a predictions for this game. United or Liverpool? Who do you think wins this? I don't even go for a run in my Arsenal shirt anymore. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Here come Liverpool. Oh, Trent on the ball. Trent pulls it. Oh, Wijnaldum. It's blocked. Liverpool putting United under pressure here. Curtis, are you a full-time YouTuber now? No, I'm not, bro. I only do it part-time. I know I'm on YouTube a lot, putting out content, but no, I'm not full-time yet. Let's hope so. Sometime this year, maybe, if things go well. The only running people do for Arsenal is running jokes, bruv. We're moving like Banter FC, We know how to take it now. That's the worst thing about it. Man don't even banter me that much anymore in the WhatsApp groups and that kind. Man, no, I know how to take it. I know how to accept the jokes. I know what Arsenal are. So, it's peak Big C. I used to say I was an Arsenal fan. Now I say I'm a football fan. Oh, dear, it's mad, isn't it? Man go, yo, who do you support? You go, yeah, man, I just like watching it, man. I'm a fan of the game, Oh, dear. It's sad what Arsenal are doing to us, isn't it? Or you say Arsenal, they go, oh, dear me, what's happened to them? And you lot aren't going nowhere. Oh, dear. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Arsenal is a mid-table team at best. Villa and Everton are better than us, certainly at the moment this season. Who do you want to win, United or Liverpool? I think Liverpool because, Arsenal play Man United next week. And could do with a dent in their confidence, to be honest. Man said, I pretend to be a Wolves fan to hide my shame of being a Gunner. That's mad, isn't it? That's mad. Man are saying general football fans, It's crazy. Here come Man United, Pogba, Luke Shaw. Nah, he's been crowded out. Man said, Curtis, have you ever thought about becoming a comedian? Your sense of humour is too much, G. No, man, you know what? I have them little, little jokes sometimes when I'm watching things. If I had to actually sit there and plan jokes, I'm sure it wouldn't work as much, man, I'm telling you. But I appreciate that. Omar said, I only wear my shirt on North London Derby Day. Yeah, on them days, you just feel like, I don't care no more. I'll wear my shirt with pride. But, yeah. LG said, I see more children with Tottenham shirts than Arsenal where I work. What is this upside down world? I got to be honest, I still don't see that many Tottenham shirts, but I see a lot less Arsenal shirts than I used to. That's for certain, Definitely see a lot less. Proud to be a Gooner, too many plastic fans. Yeah, we got to be proud. We're proud, man, but you know what it's like, man, in amongst your friends, you're like, oh, man. Why do the team have to set me up like this, and make me, feel a certain way about the team? I think the problem is we feel a lack of connection with a lot of the players and with the way the club is ran. I don't think they're very good at connecting with the fans, Abermain said, I hope I pronounced your name right, said, Big C, what's Liverpool's best midfield three when no one is injured? Would you put in Wijnaldum? I think now it would have to be Fabinho, Thiago, and I'm not a big fan of Henderson, but I know Liverpool fans love him. And so I think Wijnaldum's going to leave, to be honest. I can see Wijnaldum going Barcelona, so I think they would probably pick Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho. Being here, big up, bro. Yeah, we miss you already, Mezet. Dear me. In Jamaica, most Arsenal and Man U shirts, no Tottenham and barely any Chelsea. There you go, man. We're still... I'll be honest, I don't see more Chelsea and Tottenham shirts than Arsenal. See a lot of Man United, a lot of Liverpool. Don't hardly see any Manchester City shirts, you know. Wife wears her shirt when painting around the house, you know. You know the disrespect where you just don't even mind getting paint on the shirt. It's probably going to stain. Cavani could be in. Oh, great ball there from Rashford. Man United on the attack. Big C, Pedro Neto or Pepe. I think at the moment we'd all take Pedro Neto over Pepe. It's a shame because we had a lot of high hopes for Pepe, but unfortunately it hasn't worked at the moment. Curtis, shout out up north Gooners, bro. Respect, keep it up. Tony G, big up, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Arsenal shirts are in clearance here in Arizona. Best time to buy. Clearance shirts, you know, it's mad. My son supports Man U. Safe to say, has better taste than me. Shame his mother supports Man U too. Crazy, bro. You got a tough household there. But yeah, they ain't suffering like, you know, Arsenal or even Newcastle at the moment. Pepe reminds me of Angel Di Maria, top drawer in other leagues, not cut out for the Prem. Di Maria, 27 played, 3 goals, 10 assists. Pepe, 43 played, 7 goals, 6 assists. It's crazy. You know, not every player works in the Prem. It's unforgiving, very unforgiving, and it doesn't help when you've got a poor team as well. Do you know what I mean? Curtis, do you rate McGinn of Villa? I do. I think he's a good player, man. I do rate him. At work, just checking the content. Keep up the good work, bro. Huge respect from Denmark. Thank you very much, Siamak. Appreciate that. Curtis, look at the two teams, Liverpool v Manchester United. Puts Arteta, disrespect this club and the fans. I don't feel Arteta, Curtis. Yeah, I'm not a fan either, you know. These two are, as someone said earlier, Leicester put a strong team out against Brentford. You know, and Brentford are in the Championship. Listen, I'm not saying that Arteta put out a team that wasn't capable, but under the current circumstances, that team was not right, you know. So, yeah, respect Di Maria. Man had his house burgled. Yeah, and that, listen, it's never going to be easy for him after that. It was a difficult situation for him to deal with. Big up, Big C. Respect. Over 300 of you in the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. A lot more laid back today, man, after the, you know, the disappointment and anger of yesterday. Fresh Gooner said, big up, Curtis. In Jamaica, we can't even laugh at other teams' fans anymore. It's sad, isn't it? We can't even laugh at them teams right now, because we're just moving mad. Bissouma scored a scorcher yesterday. What a goal, crossbarring in. Oh, Maguire got clattered there by Milner. Free kick. FA Cup is important, in my opinion. It's a route into Europe as a bonus. I mean, listen, there's no guarantees that we make Europa League next year via the league. So, you know, would you rather have a year out of Europe and concentrate on the Premier League next season, or do we need the cash, you know? Yeah, I would take Bassoum. I like him. Di Maria should own a firearm. It's mad, isn't it? Arsenal and Man United remain the most widely supported clubs here in Kenya. Ah, that's good. At least we're still, you know, big in certain parts of the world, you know. Curtis, did you see Troop's meltdown yesterday? I saw a little bit of it. I saw a little clip, like 10 seconds or something. He was going crazy, I think. Who was he talking about? I think he was talking about Willian, wasn't he? I haven't seen all of it, though. I'm assuming it's a longer clip than 10 seconds. This is what Arsenal does to people, man. People losing their head right now. Better win on Tuesday so we can laugh at Chelsea. We need to, man. Chelsea obviously won today in the FA Cup. Curved glass. Oh, no, we've seen that one already. Grant said here in Scotland, Arsenal are not very popular. You see more Chelsea and Man United, but Chelsea are bigger because most Rangers fans like Chelsea because they have blue. Yeah, I get it. You know, I get it. Here come Man United. Mason Greenwood, he's got support. He's tried to shoot. That is greedy, man. Tight angle as well. He should have passed that. Omar said, I don't want Europa, Curtis. We need a year out of Europe. Would you rather have a year out of Europe, people? There's Pogba. Oh, he's been caught. See, too slow on the ball. Wijnaldum is Salah. That's the problem with Pogba. Sometimes Trent's going to whip it in. Oh, cleared. That was a chance. Pogba at times too slow on the ball, man. Still shot McGregor got beat the way he did. Yeah, man got kicked up, man. Got kicked up. I didn't stay up to watch it, to be fair. I watched it this morning, parts of it anyway. Arteta thinks because Willian trains well that he'll actually try in games. He looks like he's going through the motions. Greenwood is finishing. He needs to work his overall game. I always think with Greenwood, is he a natural striker? You know, is he actually a right winger? To me, I think he will play through the middle eventually. So, Curtis, you listened to Arteta's interview after the game. That is my problem. So who the players are accountable to and the coach accountable to. I mean, it was a cover-up job, wasn't it? You know, it was a cover-up job. He didn't want to blame anyone. You know, he wasn't acknowledging any of the problems. I think sometimes you have to say, that's just not good enough. We have to do better. And, you know, but yeah, listen, he's become a bit of a politician to me, Mikel Arteta. You know, politicians, they tell people what they want to hear and then don't really, you know, produce it. Mikel Boris Johnson, that's how he's moving right now, I'm telling you. William said, big up Curtis, do you think fans will be back in the stadiums this season? I don't, and I also think the Euros will be behind closed doors. I definitely don't think the Premier League will have fans back in this season, to be honest. The Euros behind closed doors would be a massive disappointment, you know, but hey, this is the situation we're in. But the Prem, I think there's very little chance. Willian is a low-key spy for Chelsea. It wouldn't surprise me, man. Shout out Big C for the consistency. Big up, man. Appreciate that. Kika said, blessings, Curtis. Love your channel. Dominican living in France. Big up, man. Curtis, do you think with De Bruyne injured, United have an advantage in the title race? It has to give them an advantage. You know, De Bruyne, for me, is... I think he's Man City's best player. You could argue De Bruyne is the best player in the Premier League, to be honest. And, you know, he's out for 4 to 6 weeks. It definitely gives them a chance. Looks like Odegaard will get the 10 jersey. Would you give him the 10 jersey? Is Salah? Oh, shots blocked. Would you give him the 10 or would you have given him maybe, you know, another number and said, look, you know, if you come here on a permanent, we'll give you the 10. Here's a chance for United. Rashford makes a crazy run. I don't know what kind of run that was. Here's Greenwood running at Robertson. Greenwood, bare step over, shoots wide. That's poor. That is poor. Who's got better defenders, Arsenal or Liverpool? Definitely Liverpool, especially if you're talking full strength. They got Van Dijk, brother. You know, him alone is better than our whole back four. Gaming Gamer said subscribed already from Malaysia. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think I'd give him another number. I think 10 is a very prestigious number to have at a club. I don't think a guy on loan for 6 months that is probably not likely to sign on a permanent. I wouldn't just give him the 10, but like people are saying here, maybe it is part of the loan deal. Maybe he's asked for it. I would give him the 11 personally. I would say take the 11. We'll look at the 10 in the summer. You know, if you come here and do the business. Big C, Greenwood was swinging his hips like Pepe. Yo, man's doing pure step overs and then just shooting wide. You know. Gamer Wolf said I've subbed right now. Appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Big up everyone for tuning in. Give Odegaard number 36. I'm sure he'll want a better number than that. Let's see what you're saying here. Give the 10 to Eddie Nketiah, a top player. Don't do this on a Sunday, please. Oh, dear. John McGinn would finally be an Aaron Ramsey replacement, box-to-box scores and solid defensively, perfect partner for Partey. I do like John McGinn. I do like him. I would be surprised if no one makes a move for him in the summer, McGinn. Villa haven't really been troubled yet for their players. But I do think McGinn and Grealish, I think clubs will start making moves for them. Curtis, would you sell Pepe in the summer? If he finishes the season playing like he is at the moment, if there's no, you know, turnaround in his performance, I would be open to offers. I've got to be honest. I would have to be. You know, 2 years and producing nothing, I would have to look at it. 5'11", these are the three numbers 2, 3 the 10 shirt. I would give him 11. I would give him the 11. See, you lot are always on point. Big CC switching up the Jordan hat. Yeah, man, just change it up. Can't wear the same hats too much, can you, you know? I disagree. Give him 10. He's automatically our best creative midfielder. And I don't know. He's got to prove himself, man. As I say, the proof's in the pudding. He has to produce. Here come Liverpool. Curtis Jones. Thiago, what a player he is, by the way. Just so calm on the ball. I would have loved to have had someone like him. Imagine Thiago playing next to Thomas Partey. It would be unreal. Sean said, give him the 10. That will motivate him to do well. Try and make him want to force a move in the summer. All about mental strategy. Possibly. See, everyone's always got different viewpoints on it. That's the thing. Pepe doesn't fit the non-existent system. Yeah, it is a little non-existent, you know. Big C has the most drip out of all the Arsenal fans. Jeez, giving me big compliments here, people. I don't even really wear no drip on the streams either. Just the plain stuff, you know. That is a Mike Ashley sign. If Arteta had a system, I would have been more patient. That kind of is my frustration with him as well. I feel like I can't see the direction. I can't see the plan, you know. The style of play at the moment is very boring. And I feel he's been at the club long enough now to have implemented a system, you know, for us to see something in how he wants to play. Imagine Cazorla next to Partey. Oh, it'd be unbelievable. Here's Rashford. Rashford, oh, wins a corner. Partey, Thiago, and Maddison. Jeez. Mad. Leicester got a better midfield than us, man. Knowing us, we'll give the number 10 shirt to Xhaka because he's a leader, apparently. Yeah, you wouldn't be surprised, would you, to see that 10 just get given to someone else, you know. Respect everyone. Agreed, no blueprint. And that's the thing, even for young players, when you move up into a first team and, corner to Man U, saved. When you move up to the first team and the first team is, you know, doesn't have a system, it's very difficult to settle in and become part of it because, you know, yesterday I was joking saying this is like a trifle at Christmas. It's just a big mess. You know, everything just mixed up and nothing is really happening. But, you know, I don't see the plan of Arsenal and what they're trying to achieve. Thomas Tuchel is a massive upgrade on Arteta, better management and creativity in attacks. Salah dinks the goalkeeper. Oh, my days. What a finish that is. Great finish by Mo Salah. Wow, I just looked up and he was one-on-one. What a finish. Right foot chip over Henderson. 1-0 to Liverpool. Man said trifle FC. That's how we're moving, man. But, geez, what a finish that is. I didn't even see the pass to him. Gini Wijnaldum goes on a run. No one gets close to him. Jeez, what a little through ball that is. Oh, what a finish with his right foot. Is that Firmino who plays it to him? That's a great finish. What a finish on his right foot. Woo-hoo-hoo! Salah, jeez. That is mad. What a finish on his weaker foot. Oh, man gave Henderson a sniff of the ball. I see Henderson was sniffing leather, bruv. What a finish. Love that. Yo, that gives us hope, man. You know, I told you, United's defense, man, is not the best when they haven't got Eric Bailly next to him. What a finish that is. That is a great finish. Henderson is stupid. That's tough, man. You can't say much about them kind of finishers there. We do have a system. That's all it is. Cross and hope for the best, man. You know? Henderson is stupid. Nah, you can't blame him. Wijnaldum is some player. It's amazing, you know. They signed Wijnaldum from Newcastle the year they got relegated. And, you know, look at the player he's become. He's become a top player at Liverpool. I mean, he's out of contract this summer. And, you know, being linked with Barcelona on a free. Man said Mo Salah. You're right. You know, the kind of ball needed for Pepe in the right-hand side. We haven't got that. We haven't got that guy to just play that little slide-through ball, you know. Saeed looking stressed. Yeah, I ain't gonna give them, man, too much stress, because we've got them next week. But I will enjoy, hopefully, seeing them get turned over today. John said, nice background, Curtis. Big up, bro. When it's the non-Arsenal games, I feel it's best to have a neutral background. What a ball in from Trent. Ooh. Liverpool look the better team at the moment. Wijnaldum for a throw. Yeah, I like this background, man. It's proper, although there's no Chelsea player in there, so Chelsea fans don't like it. But I say it again, look at the teams. Both teams put out. Arteta makes water full up my eyes. Oh, dear, man. These lot are at nearly full strength while we turned up and just brought in the B team, if you like. Salah looking to leave Liverpool, is he? I don't know. I'd defo throw my hat in the ring for Genie in the summer. I don't think he would come, I think he'll stay at Liverpool or go to Barcelona. GTA, love your channel, Curtis. Yeah, a lot of people was asking to do some streams of games on here, but I will look into it, as I always say. Curtis, I think you should get Goldbridge on one stream. That would be hilarious. I have been talking to Goldbridge recently, actually, about trying to get him on the channel and stuff, and we'll see. Obviously, he streams all the Man United games. Would he come on for an Arsenal game? I don't know. I'm not sure. Would you swap Albrighton for Pepe? Nah, I wouldn't. I'm not taking Albrighton, bro. I'm telling you. I know Albrighton is a workhorse and that, but Pepe's got more than him, Pepe gets into a lot of one-on-one situations, and more often than not, he trips over himself. I think he's done, I'm afraid. Oh, shot on target there. Saved by Henderson from Curtis Jones. Genie is going back to Newcastle. I doubt it, mate. I doubt it very much. We can't win games without starting 4 or 5 players. Aubameyang, Smith Rowe, Tierney, Saka, Martinelli. Well, Martinelli was poor yesterday. He was poor, but, he's still a quality player. Liverpool dominating this game again. They look much the better. Be right back. Food has arrived. There you go. Barnes at Leicester for Pepe. I do rate Barnes, a good young player. Oi, Firmino. Yo, free kick, edge of the box. Yo, Firmino's dropping all sorts of skills on these, man. Liverpool are ramping with Man U, I'm telling you. Man United, look at their record this season. This is the one thing I'll say about Man United this season. Arsenal beat them at Old Trafford. They drew with Chelsea. They drew with Man City, then lost to Man City in the League Cup. They got battered by Tottenham. They've got a bad record against the top 6 this year. So, I know they're at the top of the league and people getting very excited by it if they're Man United fans, but they haven't beaten none of the better teams this year. So I still think it's very early to get carried away with them. Free kick, left-hand side of the penalty area. Probably Trent will take it. Salah standing over it as well. Fraser said, I think you said yesterday that even though Martinelli didn't play well, it's tough when the rest of the midfield isn't helping. Spot on, Here's Trent with a free kick. Oh, puts it over. Yeah, when you've got Granit Xhaka and El Neni centre midfield, and you're playing in front of that, where is the service going to come from? How can you make a run and expect one of them to pick you out? It's not happening. Lone Star Londoner said, no European football next season is very likely. Some people in here saying they would rather we didn't have European football, that the Europa League is a distraction. As I said, let me know what you think. They didn't even beat Leicester. What was this? I can't remember the Leicester game, actually. But, yeah, they're not at it. Firmino, courtesy is going. Man United fans are the ones that I hate so much, too arrogant. Pepe is worth 7.2 million, not 72. Yeah, maybe they forgot to put the dot there. Maybe it was like, oh no, it was meant to pay 7.2. We end up paying 72. But as someone said just there, man, Raul Sanelli, someone got seriously paid out of that deal. Brown envelopes all over the place on that deal. No Bruno, no party, man. Yo, I'm telling you, no penalty, no party. It might be a blessing. Concentrate on the league. I'm still asking myself, how did Man United get to the top? It shows how open this league is this season, because I don't think Man United are anything special. I've got to be honest. I think they've played decent. They've got good individual quality, but collectively, oh, look, here come Liverpool again. Look, they're balling. Firmino, that is a good tackle by Paul. Pogba gets fouled. United on the break. But Liverpool been the better side today. Definitely been the better side so far. Oh, my days. Greenwood's in. Right foot. He scored. He's equalised. 1-1. 1-1. What a finish on his right foot. Mason Greenwood. Woof. I don't know how he scored that. Long ball. Out of nowhere on his right foot. Volleys it into the bottom corner. That's crazy. Liverpool have been much the better team as well. Mason Greenwood's had a few chances to shoot, and, you know, he's finished one on his right foot. Who passed it? I think, was it Pogba wins the ball back. He gets fouled, comes to Rashford on this left-hand side. Rashford cuts inside. Oh, it's Rashford. What a ball. 40 odds. Oh, what a ball. Chest down, volley, bottom corner. Great finish. What a finish that is from Greenwood, but what a pass. Rashford switch, 40, 50-yard diag, and Greenwood controls it and volleys it. My prediction before the game was Man United 2-1, but Liverpool have been the better team. That is some finish. I actually don't know what footed Greenwood is. What footed is he, right or left? I'm not sure. I've seen him score with both feet. Definitely a two-footed player. Rashford, great pass. Big up Franny in here. What's popping, everyone? Go and check out his channel. And Ketty misses that, by the way. Oh, mate, don't get me started, you know. Don't get me started on Eddie today. But Liverpool will be disappointed. They've been much the better team. They went 1-0 up. Look, Man United attacking again. Rashford, he's got some pace, man. Running at Phillips. Finds Van der Beek. Oh, my days. They're appealing for a penalty, not given. Pogba shoots. Oh, blocked. Wow. They're appealing for a penalty there. Van der Beek, he kind of passed it as Alisson went clattering into him. I'm not sure whether that's, you know, he made contact or not. Van der Beek's milking it. But let's have a look. Rashford was on the attack, running at that Phillips, too quick for him. Cuts one way, then the other. Little slide ball into Van der Beek. Passes it. Doesn't look like a penalty. I don't know if Alisson makes contact. Nah, I think he goes looking for it. You know what they're like, as you said, Manchester United at it again, looking for penalties. Van der Beek milking it. No Bruno Fernandes on the pitch anyway, so yeah. Winners receive 7.5 million. Runners-up earn 4 million. Group stage participation earns teams a base 2.5 million. Each win in the group pays 515k and a draw 170k. Still want to be without Europa next season. Bro, I don't know where you've pulled them facts from, but big up anyway. Yeah, listen, look, we know from a financial point of view that the Europa League makes sense. Listen, I'm a believer that I'm not sure that this team is good enough to get top four. So I think we need to be in Europe. That's my opinion, because I think it can be easier to get, you know, a Europa League win than it can be sometimes to get in the top four, you know. You may only have to play 3 or 4 really good teams in the Europa League. But, yo, big up Cam with the stats, man. Love that. Great interaction. But I have to admit, I can't stand the Europa League as a tournament, you know, until the knockout stages and you play against the better teams. It's an awful tournament. Definitely not enjoyable to watch. So big up Cam with them stats for real. Yeah, man, yo, no, all them kind of, you know, those kind of things are more than welcome, man. I appreciate that. Musa 10 said, Curtis, if we had a serious manager, we could have possibly had a title push. Teams like Everton are up there and we have a better team than them. I mean, I hear you, man. I hear you. As I said, we should be 8 or 9 points better off in the league, in my opinion, you know. I think we should have beat Leicester. We should have beat Burnley. We should have beat Palace. That would put us 8 points higher. We would be, I think, 6th or 5th, you know, a few points off. Big up, Gio. Hope you're well, bro. He said, Curtis, why no AFTV fan cam? Anyways, keep up the great work. I was happy McGregor got KO. I told everyone Khabib exposed him as a bum. I mean, listen, I think he's past his best now, isn't he? McGregor. But yeah, he got dealt with. No AFTV fan cam. It's just one of them. It's one of them, innit? You know, sometimes they reach out, sometimes they don't. It's one of them. So yeah, it's not down to me, unfortunately. Arteta out. He ain't good enough. Don't get me started on that one, people. Best people on this channel, jokes and facts, love it. Yeah, man, you got it, man. That's what it is. It's a Sunday, people. Hope everyone's well wherever you are in the world. Odegaard is on loan. Yep, he will be joining. Apparently, it should be official tomorrow. So let's see what number he gets. Does he get the 10? Does he get the 11? Does he get the 5? Let's see. Arteta is a kind of safe option guy, like our board agree. Somebody they can manipulate easy, I think, you know. When can Arsenal play UEFA Champions League? Do you think an experienced manager would be able to take us there with this team? If we had a better one, I think we would have a better opportunity of getting in the top 4. I can't even say for certain that a better manager gets top 4 with this squad. But, you know, I think we would have a better opportunity if we had the right manager, you know, that's for certain. John said, I watch your stream over AFTV live streams. I appreciate that support, bro. Big up, man. Big up Robbie and the guys anyway. Does the Odegaard deal make any sense? I mean, listen, when you've got no money, clearly Arsenal are not looking to spend transfer fees in this window. You know, they've got Matt Ryan on loan. They're going to get Odegaard on loan. We'll probably look for a Bertrand or someone like that on loan or on a free transfer. They ain't looking to spend no money. So I suppose Odegaard does make sense because we need to add to our squad. I'm just not a big fan of the fact that there's no option to buy, but it's Real Madrid, isn't it? They're not easy to get players on loan. Big up, Big C. Aston Villa just signed Morgan Sanson. Yeah, because at one stage, again, he was being linked with Arsenal. I'm not sure how good he is, if I'm being totally honest. But yeah, I heard that Villa were linked with him. So let's see how it works out. Yeah, there you go. Aston Villa have agreed a fee with Marseille over Morgan Sanson, £14 million with potential to rise to 15.5. I mean, you got Aston Villa spending money in the window, a team that was nearly relegated a year ago. And we're out here looking for loans and free transfers. Big up to you, Curtis. Hope you're well. What's the score? 1-1 at the moment. 1-1. Can we make the top 6? We can, but not realistic in my opinion. Hope there isn't any tension with AFTV due to the fan cam things. Not that I know of, man. I don't know, you know. Villa planning for life after Grealish. Or they're trying to build around Grealish, possibly. Oh, Rashford does Thiago there, man. Drops the shoulder on him. You know. My team, Arsenal, have become a mid-table team. We are where we are right now, man. We are where we are. 3 million in total to bring Odegaard in for 5 months. Not a bad bit of business, and they would have saved that 3 million in Ozil's payout, probably. It makes sense, don't it? You know, who could we have brought in on loan? The options are very limited, you know, to get a 22-year-old from Real Madrid who was in the Spanish team of the season last season. You know, it's you know, it makes sense when you haven't got the cash, unfortunately. What's up, man? I'm good. I hope you're well, Lone Star. I hope you're good. Where's the money gone? Most expensive tickets in the world. It's in their pockets, mate. It's in their pockets. Free kick to Man United. Luke Shaw will deliver. Whips it in left foot. Ooh, headed over by the Liverpool defender. Williams. It's a corner. Dear. I have Arsenal sat a point behind Spurs, and Aubameyang is on 35. In 21 games, I need to take over. There you go. Football Manager, man. Do your thing on there. Klopp then got a Champions League final in his first season. Yeah, do you know what's funny? When, header, free header. Oh, headed over the bar, Pogba. That picture came up again of Willian, where Willian says, oh, Arteta convinced him to join Arsenal. He said, I need you here for 3 years. First of all, to get back into the Champions League, then to win it within 3 years. And I'm sitting there now going, so Mikel Arteta hopes that he thinks we're going to win the Champions League in the next 3 years. We'll be lucky if we're in the Champions League in 3 years, you know? It's as simple as that. Curtis, tell me the truth. What is really the situation with Balogun? Brother, I honestly don't know. I get the impression he wants guarantees and he wants good money. And I just think at the moment, Arsenal are not guaranteeing that. If he'd signed the contract, would he be involved more? Possibly so. Oh, FIFA, yeah, not Football Manager, my bad. Big C, you have to get Lee Judges on. Get Poch in next week. We might have a chance. Bro, he's on tomorrow, man. I won't let you down, man. 2:30. People, make sure you tune in. I tell them, man, yo, listen, I've been copying your memes. We'll have a good conversation tomorrow, man. Just make sure you tune in, people. 2:30 tomorrow. Me and Lee Judges will break down the Arsenal shambles against Southampton and look forward to Tuesday night's game. Curtis Balogun's tweet was legendary yesterday. I have to admit, my initial reaction was, you know, I can understand your frustration. You're looking at Eddie's performance, you're thinking, I deserve an opportunity to at least be on the bench. But I don't know if that will help him. You know, I don't know if it will. Corner to Man United, headed over again, this time by Scott McTominay. Ashton said, like Lee Judges said, top four is important for the money men of Arsenal and nothing more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really think we need top four. You know, if you actually offered me top four this season or winning the FA Cup, I think I would take top four because I believe that getting in the top four and the money that you make from being in the Champions League would give us a huge opportunity to reinvest in the summer. You know, the FA Cup doesn't make you huge money, doesn't get you back in the Champions League and all that TV money. So, you know, I am all about the trophies, but I think at the moment, Champions League football is necessary. You know, I would love to win the Europa League. I think that's our best opportunity. I don't think we'll get top four this season. I've got to be honest. I think we're too far behind. I think our fixtures are too difficult, and I think we are too inconsistent to go on a run like that to get in the top four. It's not the money players want to play in the Champions League. It's that simple. You know, they want to be at the top teams. Jeff said Arteta is arrogant, man, and clueless. Anyone can see Eddie is nowhere near good enough. It's Cavani, pulls it back. Rashford tries to get a free kick. It's not a foul. Top four is gone. Yeah, I think so. Atty said, mate, I've watched this game. We would get battered by both badly. Well, I mean, we beat Man United, to be fair, but yeah, we play them next week. We'll see how far, you know, they've improved from the last time we played them next week. Fraser said, by the way, Curtis, sorry for not always being present on your live streams. My job has gotten really busy. I can't always hit the streams, but I always try to see the videos after. No worries, man, people. I appreciate the support. You got to do what you got to do, man. You know, it's a pandemic. So big up for supporting. We are the Arsenal, we are, but we're not moving like it right now, unfortunately, you know. Here come Liverpool. It's been cleared. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw steadily had a decent season for Man United. He gets a lot of criticism. Liverpool, look at Liverpool's press, man. They still look like the better team to me, Liverpool. Here come Liverpool. Milner. Oh, it's a great ball. Liverpool could be in. Robertson dinks it in. Oh, what a ball. Chips it to the back post. No one's there to head it in. Luke Shaw clears it. Corner. Sports Genius said, Big C, Sky have to have you commentating games. Let's hope so in the future, man. You never know. We should put all our eggs in the Europa League. Listen, that's the number one competition for me, for us this season, as Arsenal. Corner to Liverpool, headed away. Comes out. Robertson. He shoots wide. Poor shot. Yeah, we have to do something in that competition. I was Milner, actually. But Benfica will be difficult. But if we perform well, we can beat them. You know, I still think we're better than Benfica. Big C, when do you think Odegaard will be integrated into the squad? It'll be interesting because he hasn't played a lot of football. So what's his match fitness like? You know, that's the question. Is Rashford. Curtis, it would be typical Arteta. We get in the top 4 but lose the Champions League qualifier. Could you imagine? Luke Shaw's having a good season. He is quietly, you know. Where's all this delusional top 4 talk come from? I think it's more hope for people, you know. I think people know deep down we ain't getting top 4. Real Captain said, I don't think we can beat Benfica. I mean, at least the away leg is first. We need to go there and get a tight result, even if it's a draw, you know, and come back. But, you know, you just can't trust this Arsenal team at the moment, you know. Curtis, we must put all our eggs in Europa League. Which egg? Yeah, man. Cadbury's cream eggs, more like. You know what I mean? Dear. Be real, Curtis. If we get into the Champions League, we're getting packed. Imagine we get a Barca, a PSG, Mbappe, Neymar, or Messi. Yeah, but the thing is, at least we'd have some money to improve this side, you know. Ooh, free kick to Man U right on the edge of the box. Yellow card for Fabinho. Listen, we wouldn't be able to deal with Barca and teams like that, but, you know, could we get out of the group? You know, never know. We'd probably get in the Champions League, finish 3rd in the group, and end up back in the Europa League. Free kick to Man U there. Fabinho caught Greenwood on his shin pads. Poor tackle, that. Curtis, I've read Odegaard might have a slight injury. Did you see that? I have seen that, although the sources I've seen it from are not the top ones. But, you know, if he's coming in injured, I'll be not happy, man. We need him fit and available. We got big games coming up straight away. Benfica really good this year, going to be tough. How are they doing in the Portuguese league? I heard they weren't top of the Portuguese league this year. Free kick to Man United. Pogba, Luke Shaw over it. I mean, Boa Vista, are Boa Vista top? No, they've been Sporting Lisbon are top. Is Pogba? Oh, it's over. Horrible free kick. Sporting Lisbon are top. Porto are 2nd. Benfica are 3rd, although they're on the same points as Porto, so they're going to be decent. 3rd in their league, only lost 2 games, people are saying. Greetings, young man. I am not that young. I wish I was, but yeah. Big up, man, for tuning in. Odegaard giving me the Denis Suarez feeling. Need to watch out for Peasy. What a player. I've packed him so many times on FIFA, but I have heard he's a good player. He always gets in team of the season as well. Do you think Tierney will be playing for Arsenal in 2 years? He would walk into Man United, Man City, Chelsea and Spurs. I think he will. I think he's committed to the cause, man. I think he signed a 4 or 5 year deal as well. Here come Man United with McTominay. That is a good ball to Rashford. Rashford just runs at Trent every time, man. Oh, he could be in. Luke Shaw whips it in. Oh, keeper saves it. McTominay. Oh, blocked off the goal. Well, not quite the goal line, edge of the 6-yard box by Thiago. What channel is the game on? BBC One in England. Yeah, BBC One. Let's be real, Curtis. If we get top 4, the board ain't investing the money back into the team. That's the problem, innit? Will they invest? What do you suspect were the sporting objectives given to Arteta by the board owner? And now this is a question. That's a great question, because I've said that many times. What was the aim at the start of this season? We finished 8th last year, so naturally you want more than that. You know, you want better than 8th, so you've got to get top 6, top 4. You know, they brought in 3 players in the summer. Willian on big wages, Thomas Partey big investment at 45 million, and Gabriel was, obviously has become a very good signing. They would have expected better than this, surely. You know, they must have expected better. To me, I think the aim should have been top 4. Did we have enough to get in the top 4? I don't know. I think there should have been a top 4 challenge. That's my issue. You know, whether we get top 4 or not, all right, cool. But where's the challenge for top 4? I don't see a club that is aiming for top 4. I see a club that's just going through the motions. That just thought, let's just see what happens. So, great question. Great question. Sporting objective, play Willian. I think that's pretty much it at the moment. Play Willian. And that's just about where we're at. Play Willian and get Eddie and Ketia in the team when you can. That's about it, really. Curtis, if we get top four, it'll be the first time Kroenke have full control of the window while being in the Champions League. Here's Rashford, cuts inside Fabinho. He's got a pass. Finds Greenwood. Finds Pogba. Ooh, puts it wide. We're just about to hit half time. Curtis, Benfica have Otamendi, Vertonghen, Todibo, Vigla, and Luca. I don't even know that guy's name, but yeah, I know Vertonghen's there. I know Adel Tarap's there as well, former QPR and Tottenham player. You want to improve every season. Even Liverpool, after winning the league, improved their squad with Jota and Thiago as well. So it doesn't make any sense, the appointment of Arteta. Well, what I don't get is, if you're going to bring in an inexperienced manager, you better put a great setup around him. Give him a good transfer window. Get a sporting director in who really knows what he's doing. You know, I feel like they just put him around a load of inexperience, you know. Half-time whistle goes 1-1. It's been a half-decent game, to be honest. Liverpool probably the slightly better team. But Man United obviously equalised. I've had a couple of decent chances as well with Greenwood. Half-time, I did predict 2-1 to Man United, but let's see how the second half goes. Big up everyone in the comments. Hope you're all well. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for tuning in and interacting. Benfica are quality. I wouldn't be surprised if they hammered us 4 or 5-0 on aggregate. Surely they're not that good. You know, surely not. Arteta should have a better number 2 with experience, an older head. Yeah, not a guy with an AirPod in. He only had one in yesterday. I mean, what is that guy doing? What is he listening to? That's what we need to know. Todibo is on loan from Barca. Weigler was a prodigy from Dortmund. I remember Vigla, or however you spell his name. I've seen him on Football Manager many times. Was always highly rated. Maybe this season Liverpool will miss out on all the trophies. I mean, maybe. It depends. They'll still compete for the Prem and the Champions League. I think the Carabao Cup, they're out. And then obviously depending what happens here. But listen, Klopp's won the Prem and Champions League back-to-back. I think, you know, even if they had 1 year with no trophy, it's not the end of the world for them. The idea of expecting Arsenal to be top 4 with this squad, the nucleus of which have taken us from 5th in 2017 to 15th in 2021, is simply daft. But the thing is, 5th in 2017, we've probably signed 7, 8, 9 players since then. You know, you got to look. This summer we signed. This season we signed Thomas Partey, Willian, Gabriel. We're going to sign Odegaard. We've signed Matt Ryan. Last January we signed Pablo Mari and Cedric Suarez. The previous summer, which was the summer we signed Kieran Tierney, David Luiz, Nicolas Pepe. Danny Ceballos on loan. So we've signed numerous players since that season, you know. So, you know, I kind of feel like, yeah, there are still players here from previous regimes. I get that. But we've signed a lot of players as well. We don't have to play Hector Bellerin every week. We don't have to play Granit Xhaka. There are other options. It's just we've chosen to go with them players. You know, we chose to keep Mohamed El Neni. After he went out on loan, we could have tried to sell him. We could have loaned him out again. But hey, Arnold said, Curtis, why can't you get a press pass and ask some of these questions to Arteta? Why Willian? I don't think Arsenal would want me in their press conference, man. I would ask difficult questions. And when you watch these Arsenal press conferences, they don't often say much that's very difficult for the manager to answer, you know. McKill said, United switched Van der Beek for Bruno. Others are regular starters and fair players too. We switched a whole number of good players, replacing with a whole number of crap players. I think the problem is, and this is what I will allude to tomorrow when I speak to Lee Judges, we changed our whole front 4 yesterday. You know, we played Nketiah, Martinelli, Willian and Pepe. The previous game, that was Aubameyang, Lacazette, Saka, Smith Rowe. That's your whole front 4. Now, obviously, Aubameyang as unfortunate circumstances. So, you know, that was out of their hands. Would they have started Aubameyang? Possibly. But to change the whole front four and to bring in players that are basically all out of form, you know, is where the difficulty is. You know, Martinelli's just come back from injury again. Pepe's out of form. Willian's out of form. Eddie Nketiah's out of form. So 3 of your front 4 are out of form. Your midfield 2 is a disaster. We all know that Xhaka and El Neni together is a nightmare. You may get away with Thomas Partey next to one of those 2. Them 2 together is shocking. So for me, yeah, too many changes in certain areas, you know. Curtis, I'm glad we're at the FA Cup against Southampton. You only get 2.5 mil for winning it. Onwards and upwards, let's get up the league the best we can. But why does it have to be at the expense of the FA Cup? You know, why could we not manage the FA Cup and climb the table? You know, that's the thing. Charles Watt does ask some good questions. Occasionally, Charles does, you know. But, you know, they give him awkward answers. Let's just put it that way. Recruitment has been an issue. Thankfully, Brown Envelope Man has been dashed out. Well, let's see what they can do without him. I'd ask Arteta, what's his system? He would get out of it. I told you, he's moving like Boris Johnson, Mikel Arteta. He's moving like a politician, man. You ask him questions, he'll just wiggle his way out of it somehow, you know. Curtis, how many players do you reckon we need this summer? I reckon we need at least 9 players to compete. I mean, 9 is not... It's too much for one transfer window. I think realistically this summer, Arsenal need to sign, I would say 4 or 5. I think they need like 2 or 3 players who go straight into the team. You know, I would say 3 who go straight into the team. We need at least 1 midfielder. We need a right back. We need a centre back. You know, maybe even another midfielder or another winger. You know, maybe a striker if Lacazette goes, or whether you play Aubameyang central. So, yeah, I would say probably 5 players this summer. And I think 3 or 4 of them need to go into the first team straight away. Arteta said we had more possession and crosses. I mean, listen, I got no comment on that because, you know, that seems to be the way he looks at whether we've dominated the game or not. And I don't agree with it. What are your thoughts on Ryan Bertrand? Yeah, I said the other day, I think Ryan Bertrand is a solid left-back. He played well against us yesterday. You saw the quality of his deliveries. You're not going to get a top-quality left-back to come to Arsenal knowing that Kieran Tierney is there because it's unlikely you're going to get him out of the team. I think Ryan Bertrand, I would take him on a 1-year deal, 2 years max. He's 31. If you're talking 3 years, I would not go anywhere near it. But as I said before, I would like to get Tyreek Mitchell from Crystal Palace. He's 21, and he's got you know, time in front of him. So, but listen, I think you saw yesterday and the previous couple of weeks, Ainsley's not good at left back, and Cedric Suarez is not good at left back as well. So I think we do need a left-footed natural left back. Big up Made in Brooklyn, 1975. Thank you for your super chat. He said, none of the Arsenal fans who are happy we crashed out the FA Cup yesterday should be allowed to brag about Arsenal's record of FA Cup trophies. I don't understand how you can be happy that Arsenal got knocked out. I get the thought process. Oh, if Arsenal are out of there, they've got less games, they can concentrate on the league. Listen, we're not doing anything in the league at the moment. You know, we got a long way to go. I don't think the FA Cup would have completely held us back, you know. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Nicole said, big up Curtis, in my opinion, a lot needs to be done with our team. For starters, our team has 31 players. Adding more players before we sell will leave us paying unnecessary wages for players that don't feature. Sell players. I mean, obviously, like I said, automatically, David Luiz, Shkodran Mustafi are out of contract in the summer. So those 2 are out. We've got rid of Ozil. We've got rid of Socrates on permanent deals as well. Kolasinac will come back from his loan. Obviously, Guendouzi and Torreira, they've got decisions to make on those 3. I think Kolasinac, they will try and sell him. I would imagine Torreira, they will try and sell. Guendouzi, they got a decision to make on him. And then I think you've got to look at the likes of Xhaka, El Neni, Lacazette, Bellerin. You know, these are players that for me could be sold. Danny Ceballos, I'm sure we won't make that a permanent as well. So I think you will see a lot of players going. Saliba, as someone's just said here as well, Saliba is doing good over there in France. So hopefully he comes in and does well when he joins. Is Lamptey overrated? I think he's decent. I don't think he's amazing, but he is decent. Lewandowski has scored 100 goals in his last 107 games. What an unbelievable stat. He's an unbelievable striker. World class. What would you do with Willian? I really hope this doesn't turn into another Ozil situation. I would wait on, we're going to have to wait until the end of the season. Let's see if he can pick up any kind of form. And if he can't, I would honestly be looking to move him on in the summer. I don't think anybody would buy him on a permanent. I think the best you're going to get is a loan with somebody paying part of his wage. That's the best I reckon we could hope for. Just seeing there, I actually didn't know Timo Werner missed a penalty today. Obviously, Tammy Abraham scored a hat-trick. Werner's had a nightmare at Chelsea. I think that's 12 or 13 games without a goal. He wins the penalty. They give him the penalty and the keeper saves it, man. Football is one of them games, when your confidence is low, so difficult to recover. How long is Willian's contract? Willian has 3 years, so he's got 2.5 years left. Of course, in the summer, he will have 2 years left. I would potentially look at a 2-year loan. I would say, look, somebody take Willian on a 2-year loan and pay half his wages, get him out the door, unless there's a significant improvement between now and the end of the season. That would be the only way. Moving on, I really wanted Willian to do well. So did I. I actually thought at the start Willian was quite a sensible signing. I thought on a free transfer as a squad player, he'd got 9 goals, 7 assists last year. My issue, and where I said I wouldn't sign him, was when I heard it was 3 years. I said, no, you can't give a 32-year-old 3 years. It's different if you're signing Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi at 32. You would gamble. You don't give Willian a 3-year contract at 32. So, yeah, for me, that was a big mistake. We got ourselves tied up with that deal. We've had to work so hard to get Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil out. You then go and put yourself back in that situation by giving Willian 3 years. So, it's a crazy one. Arteta's saying we want to support Willian. He's got to say that, hasn't he? He signed him. Terminate his contract, bro. That's going to cost millions. They're not about to do that. They've just paid, Mesut Ozil and Socrates up their contract. So there's no way they're going to be doing that. We don't want to support Willian. We're not a retirement home. That's crazy, isn't it? 32-year-old Willian for 1 year, yes. 3 years, 180k, madness. It's just stupidity, repeat offender. Totally agree. If Willian had a 1-year deal now and we took a risk on a free, hadn't worked, we'd already be looking at it now going, Willian leaves in June, he's gone. Do you know what I mean? But right now, the guy's got 2 years left, 2.5 years. So it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Sell him to a Brazilian team. I mean, does he want to go to Brazil? He's got a restaurant in England, in London. Maybe he wouldn't want to go there. Suarez or Eto'o? I mean, Eto'o, I feel like, without checking, I feel like Eto'o was very consistent from quite an early spell, but I think Suarez reached higher heights than Eto'o, if I'm being honest. I think Suarez, when you talk about Luis Suarez, to me, you're talking about one of the best strikers we've probably ever seen. I put him up there in them top brackets. He's not in the R9 Thierry Henry, that kind of elite legendary bracket, but he is an absolute world-class striker. He is. Samuel Eto'o is a beast as well, by the way. I think the only striker is he to win back-to-back trebles, Barcelona and Inter Milan. I want Allegri. Arteta needs to go. Would Allegri take the job? To get Allegri, you got to set up a project that he is intrigued by. He's not just going to come here. He's a big manager. I want Brendan Rodgers. He will sort us out. Again, he would be difficult to get. I think you could get him if you put enough money on the table and you gave him a project that enticed him. But at the moment, he might look at Leicester and say, Leicester in a title race, he's under a lot less pressure. He's got a really good, solid team there that plays for him. You know, he's got a new training ground being built. He might not want it. He might not want the Arsenal job. He might look at it and say, yo, that Arsenal job is a lot of stress right now. It's a lot of stress. You know, it's like a house that hasn't been built yet, Arsenal, you know. So yeah, he might not want it. We'd have to give him big wages and promise him things, you know, in terms of transfers. Curtis, I've heard Odegaard is injured until March the 6th. It says on Real Madrid website. If that's true, why not just get Isco? A lot of people have said that it does say about Odegaard being injured. I'm trying to actually get this up right now just to have a quick look. If it does say that on Real Madrid's website, I'm sure you're right. And let's have a look. Injury record. It said he got a knock. It says could be injured for 5 days. So yeah, I can't see it. If anyone knows where that link is, let me know. Let's hope he's not injured. Curtis, I just did the maths, and Willian's wages will cost us 20 million during his Arsenal career. It's madness. No such thing as free transfers in football, I'm afraid. You may get the player into the building for free. By the time he gets his signing on fee, his agent gets a signing on fee. You pay him a bigger wager because you haven't had to pay a transfer fee for him. No such thing as a free transfer. There you go. The wages will be 20 million. He may have got 4 or 5 million signing on fee. You know, he may have got a couple million to his agent as well. So, hey, listen, Eto'o is arguably the best African player ever. Suarez may not even be the best Uruguayan player. Listen, I just feel like Suarez for me is an individual player. I think, you know, I loved Samuel Eto'o, loved him, but I think I do think that Suarez reached greater heights, shall we say, as an individual footballer, you know. Maybe not in terms of what he achieved, but I just think he was unbelievable. Made in Brooklyn, 75 said, Leicester has more ambition as a club than Arsenal does. If we're being honest, if Rodgers left them for us, it would just be for money, and that would be my worry. Big up Made in Brooklyn. Thank you very much for your super chat, as always. And, yeah, it would have to be a money issue to get him out, you know, because I don't see how would you convince Brendan Rodgers at this current moment that Arsenal is a better project than Leicester. Leicester are moving in the right direction. We're moving backwards. Hope he sells that many kits because it ain't worth it in play. Top 5 best strikers I've ever seen are R9, Batistuta, Henry, Adriano, and Romario. Some great strikers there. Romario, unbelievable finisher, you know. I saw a little bit of him when I was younger. Adriano should have been an absolute superstar. You know, I think his lifestyle off the pitch kind of stopped him. Henry was phenomenal. Batistuta was a gunman. His shot was like a shotgun. And R9, you know, my favourite striker in the history of football. We're back underway. Liverpool against Man United, second half. Arteta needs to employ you as an advisor. You are... who is advising him is hopeless. Oh, dear me. Leicester have an awesome recruitment department. They do, man. They just seem to find these players all the time. And they always seem to work, you know. They always seem to find them. Raj said, would you take Frankie de Jong all day long, mate? He's a baller. You know, I think they paid big money from him. Kroenke is like that evil stepmother. He only cares about the Rams. It seems that way. It does seem that way. You know, we're the side piece, man. Arsenal are the side piece. They're the Nando's rice, man. We're not the chicken, you know. Curtis, who do you think is the best African player? Love your show. Are we talking ever or currently? Best African player currently has got to be Mane or Salah, surely. You know, those two. I can't think of anybody better than those two right now. Obviously, Aubameyang when he was doing his thing. Luke Shaw crosses it in, free kick. And it's a foul by Harry Maguire, the fridge. Yeah, best African players, I would say Mane and Salah right now. If you're talking ever, there's a lot, man. George Weah, Drogba, Yaya Toure, all them kind of players. Brendan Rodgers is excellent on the training ground. He is, man. He is. Arnold said Sanchez free, 500k a week, Man United. Ramsey free, 400k. Ericsson 300k. Willian 185. No such thing as a free transfer, as we say, you know. No such thing. Torres, Drogba, Suarez. Ooh, that's a tough one. Suarez for me. Suarez, Drogba, Torres in that order. That's how I would put them. I think Drogba as a hold-up man, and that was unbelievable. Suarez I put at the top. Try not to spam, though. I will try and get to your question. JJ Okocha, unbelievable player as well. Big C, do you think Solskjaer will do a better job than Arteta? I'm not sure. You know, I do think Solskjaer is benefiting, obviously, from the fact he's got quality players, you know. Oh, he's in. Rashford, he scored. He has scored 2-1 to Manchester United. That was my prediction. Rashford scores for Manchester United 2-1 to Man United. I did not see the through ball again. Klopp doesn't look happy, and Liverpool's poor form is continuing by the looks of it. Marcus Rashford, who finds him? I actually didn't see it. Pogba finds... It's Van der Beek. Cavani finds... Oh, I mean, he's offside. He's got to be offside. He's about a yard offside. Is there VAR in this competition or what? He's about a yard off. Greenwood, left foot pass. Mistake by the centre-back. Is it Phillips? Rashford opens up his body. Alisson gets a hand on it. I'm not joking. He looks about a yard offside. I don't understand how the linesman has missed that. And the goal is actually counting. I don't get it. I do not get it. How on earth is that goal counting? He looks off. He looks way offside. Great pass from Greenwood. Returns the favour. Ollie beating Klopp. Yeah, man. He is. Thoughts on Osman Dembele? He's a good player. You know, very good player. Hasn't really fulfilled his potential at Barca. I thought he was going to go on to new heights, to be honest. SEM was my favourite African player. He was just unbelievable. The man was a machine. I think my favourite, I'm not sure who my favourite was. There is too many to name, but I loved prime Yaya Toure. I felt like he was unplayable, man. He was just like a man mountain with just pure technique as well. Yeah, great player. Curtis, so after researching, there is VAR at Premier League grounds in the FA Cup. I mean, he looked a yard offside. I don't understand it. Oh, Pogba's going to clear it. The brown envelopes have come back. They must be, man. Yeah, JJ Okocha, man. So good they named him twice. Unbelievable. Remember his rainbow flick over Ray Parler's head? Jeez, that man had tricks for days. Eto'o was a beast. Do you know what it was with Eto'o, man? He hurt me, man, with that goal against Arsenal. He was half a yard offside. But I did love Eto'o as a player. George Weah was... Do you know what? AC Milan were my favourite Italian club growing up. You know, the black and red stripes. George Weah, Rui Costa. You know, I loved them kind of players there, man. Italian football was, you know, the league, I think, that everyone loved outside of their own league, you know. Italian football back then, man. I used to love AC Milan. Drogba was just a bully, man. Every time Drogba turned up and, you know, he just bullied Arsenal. He gave us nightmares. Ronaldinho or R9? See, I answer this question a bit different, right? R9 was my favourite player growing up. So I've always had this affiliation with R9. But Ronaldinho is the most entertaining, most skillful footballer I've probably ever watched, you know. So I put him kind of level, you know. I know that's kind of sitting on the fence, unfortunately, but, you know, that's the best way I could describe him. Channel 4 Italian football. Come on, man. James Richardson, Saturday morning with the ice cream and the newspaper on the table. Come on, man. That was the best program. Italian football. They had some ballers over there in Italy, man. Why is that? Why is that? Majority of Arsenal fans supported AC Milan. I don't know if I automatically like teams that play in red. Was it a red? Like I don't know. I always liked AC Milan. AC Milan, my favourite Italian club too. Big up. See, yeah, I just always loved AC Milan for some reason. La Gazzetta dello Sport. Boban, jeez, what a baller, man. Maldini and Dida and Gattuso, all them ballers, man. So many ballers, AC Milan. I used to love their team. Shevchenko. Woo! Proper ballers. Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo. Yeah, I would put them in that order for me in terms of, as I said, Ronaldo and Ronaldinho is kind of the same for me. Ronaldinho is the most entertaining. Man, you could be in again. Oh, he's in. Oh, he's gone wide now. Oh, Greenwood, I thought he was in then. Lazio for Gaza. Yeah, I did like Gaza, but I was never a fan of Lazio. Sampdoria because of Hullet. They had so many good players throughout that league, I remember Parma, I think they had Crespo, Cannavaro, Lilian Thuram, Buffon was there at the start. You had Fiorentina who had like Batistuta. There was just ballers everywhere, man. AC Milan had Shevchenko, George Weah. Inter had ballers, Adriano, Zanetti, all them, Recoba. Juve had their ballers, Del Piero and then man Zidane, Edgar Davids. Roma had Francesco Totti. There was too many to name. Their league was mad. Their league was just crazy back in the day. Gerrard or Scholes? I find this question so difficult to answer because let me say, first of all, I think Gerrard and Scholes were better than Lampard, both of them for me. Paul Scholes was that player that was kind of, he could have played for anyone in the world because he had a European style in the Premier League. Steven Gerrard was the Premier League don in midfield who could do everything. He was the moments player. I feel like it's kind of preference more than who's better with Gerrard and Scholes, I kind of feel like, I don't know, Scholes was a genius in what he did. But what Gerrard was doing and the team he was carrying, not many players could have done that, man. I got to be honest. So I lean towards Gerrard, if I'm being honest. Curtis, favourite World Cup moment? Do you rate the World Cup or the Champions League? I think the World Cup's a bit extra special, the World Cup. But because England never do anything, that's the problem. What was my favourite moment in a World Cup? England haven't produced many great moments. I don't know. Reggae Boys, Jamaica, World Cup 98, man, beating Japan. That was a big moment, But in terms of England in World Cups, I don't know. Michael Owen's goal against Argentina, that was a great moment for England. I actually thought England were going to do bits in that World Cup. But yeah, World Cup hasn't been great for England fans. And Jamaica obviously only reached once. So even that, I can't even celebrate that too much. Was a crime giving Cannavaro the Ballon d'Or. I think that was the year that Henry should have won it as well. But, they won the World Cup and they all got carried away. Do you think we can win against Man United? We can. We beat them away from home. But will we? You can't trust this Arsenal team. You don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up. Salah finds Firmino. What a poor touch that is. Wins it back, but he's lost it. That was poor, man. Italian 90, yeah, listen, that was a bit before my time. World Cup 94, we didn't qualify. So 98 was my first memory of the World Cup properly, with England being qualified. And, that Michael Owen goal was crazy. Do you know what I love? I love Zinedine Zidane's penalty against Italy in the World Cup final. For me, to chip a penalty in a World Cup final down the middle, crossbarring in against Buffon, who I think is the best goalkeeper of this last 20, 25 years generation. World Cup final, billions of people watching, and you just dink it down the middle. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal Zinedine Zidane, a genius. Gerrard was a better athlete, Scholes better player. I kind of look at that as well. I think what Scholes did and the way he dictated the game and the tempo, for Man United for all them years, he's something else. Technically on a different level. As I said, they're probably neck and neck, Gerrard and Scholes. It's very difficult to separate them. World Cups aren't great for the Irish either. Yeah, man, it's hard when you support countries that don't really do anything. Gerrard, best ball striker ever. Oh, Liverpool could be in. Oh, puts it over the bar. What a miss. James Milner stretching on the volley, puts it over the bar. World Cup is so special because that's when the world comes together for the game. Bro, most World Cups, I end up seeing England get knocked out. And then I end up supporting Brazil, or I always used to like France because obviously France always had big Arsenal players there. But I love Brazil as well. But England never gave us enough excitement, man. At least the last World Cup they had a good run. Yeah, 2018 was good. I thought England were actually going to get to. Oh, is a chance? Salah equalises. Mo Salah scores 2-2. What a finish! What a little dummy that was as well into him. Oh, my days. 2-2. Equaliser, Mo Salah. Game on. This is an entertaining game, man. 2-2. Mo Salah with the goal. I just want to see who did that little dummy. What a little dummy that was. I think it was... let me see. Let me just see who that was. But what a goal. Man United trying to play out short. Look at Maguire. Look at him. Terror. Oh, no, it's Greenwood. That is an awful pass. Oh, it's Cavani, in fact. Oh, my days. The dummy from James Milner is disgusting. Milner sold man dreams, bro. Oh, my days. Milner just sold Maguire a dream with that. Oh, dear me. That is quality from Milner. Jeez, 2-2, game on. Man said Salatric. Salah. Start Buffon, sell Peter Schmeichel, bench Neuer. I did rate Schmeichel highly, Neuer, I don't know. I'll put Buffon number one. He's my favourite goalkeeper of all time. I got to be honest. I love Buffon. What a player. Yeah, I do, I rate Buffon over Neuer because I feel like Buffon adjusted throughout the different time periods of football, man. I'm a big fan of Neuer, man. But Buffon, for me, my favourite goalkeeper. Game so far, we're behind the top teams. We're not on this level. Here come Liverpool again. Salah. He finds Trent. Trent with a chance, right foot. Oh, saved by Henderson. What a game this is. Very good game. Curtis, have you heard of AI Scout? No, I haven't, What is he? Let me know. Yeah, mods, come on, pattern up thingy. If there are any mods in here, I don't know what mods are in here, actually, but this guy, Raj, is it, man? Keeps spamming the same question. And Buffon, unbelievable. Phenomenal goalkeeper, man. Corner to Liverpool's been cleared. Is Salah. Oh, my God. Just scores 2 and then slices it out for a goal kick. Casper's stats are better than his dad. You know that, bro. You know them kind of stats there. I don't pay much attention. There's certain stats in football. You just got to go, you know what? Let me forget about that. Let me forget it. It's clear to see that he's a better goalkeeper than his son. Mane coming on. Yeah. See, this is where now. Oh, man, that is a poor pass. Firmino. Yeah, it's a good position for Liverpool to be in, to bring on... Wijnaldum comes off. And Mane comes on. I predicted a Desmond 2-2 followed by penalties. Does it go to extra time? Or is it straight to pens? 28 minutes to go. It's been a decent game. Stats make Mustafi look better than Van Dijk. Bro, there are certain stats, it's mad, where it makes players look better than they are. AL Scout is an interactive app, helps young talent get noticed. Would be great for you to partner with them. I'll have a look into it. Big up for that. I appreciate that. Curtis, my G, big up from Kenya. Respect. I appreciate you tuning in. Extra time, then penalties, he says. Casper, too, is a great goalkeeper, overshadowed by his father. But he's not better than his father, but he is good. Curtis, Jamaica win the World Cup or Arsenal win the treble? Oh, that's a tough one, man. You know what? Someone said that to me before. Because Jamaica winning the World Cup would transform the country, you know. So I'd love Jamaica to win the World Cup. It would mean a lot. But I'll go for the Arsenal treble. It depends what treble. What treble you giving me, man? It's got to be Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League. I ain't taking no domestic treble. You know, it's got to be Champions League. If you throw in the Champions League in, I'll take the Arsenal treble. Because we live and breathe that every day as Arsenal fans. The Jamaica thing pops up every so often. So I would want Jamaica to win the World Cup to transform the country, man. But the Arsenal thing runs, daily. So I would love that. Yeah, if you're giving me Champions League, FA Cup, Prem, I got to take that, man. I'm sorry. That's harsh still. It's hard. It's impossible because I would want Jamaica to win the World Cup because that would do so much. But seeing Arsenal win the Champions League, man, geez. Jamaica. Come on, man. It's an impossible question. Man said the Jamaica one is more possible. It probably is at the moment, the way Arsenal are going on. Jamaica winning the World Cup would change the country. How so? I'm curious. Bro, do you know the transformation that would make for the country? How much investment, how much press, how much, they would probably build more pitches and all sorts. Even the kids would more want to play football. It would do loads. A lot of kids in Jamaica still love basketball and, the American sports, So it would be huge. It would be absolutely huge for the country, Man U 3, Liverpool 2 was your prediction. Yeah, I predicted 2-1 to Man United. So my prediction's out the window. Ndidi or Fabinho? I like Fabinho, I do like Fabinho. I know he hasn't played great today, but he's a centre back today, and we know he's a CDM. You have Jamaican family, yeah, bro. Of course, I've been over there. I represented Jamaica at youth level, bro. We'll talk about that another day. But yeah, man. Any Jamaicans in the Prem? I mean, there are guys with Jamaican heritage. I know Raheem Sterling is born in Jamaica. A lot of players with Jamaican heritage. Daniel Sturridge. Andre Gray, loads of players. Here come Liverpool. Salah. Oh, he's overran it. Oh, it was Trent. Sorry, apologies. Man United play with no fear at least, and they're bringing on Fred and Bruno Fernandes coming on now. Greenwood gets dragged off. 1 goal, 1 assist, gets subbed. That's harsh. Arsenal is a corporation now. That's how we're moving. That is how we're moving. Sell Pepe and get Leon Bailey. I would take that. Wes Morgan, I think there's another one, but I can't remember who. Mariappa was there as well. I think he's at Watford now, though. Yeah, Wes Morgan, man. He was captain at one stage, man. He was captain. I know Wes Morgan. He's from Nottingham, same city as me. I've been on, spoke to him a number of times, man. We've been on holiday in the same group of people and everything. Big Wes, man. He was Jamaican captain at one stage. Leicester captain. He's had a great career. Yeah, man. Big Wes, man. Wes, yeah. He's still there at Leicester, though. Yeah, the penalty taker. Man, you'll start diving now. Oh, he could be in here. Salah could be in for the hat-trick. Salah! Oh, keeper saves it. It was on his right foot. He never got the best of I don't know, the connection didn't look great. Pogba, mate. Pogba's been poor today. Been poor. Man United fans have been gassing him, saying he's better than De Bruyne and all that. For me, he ain't on that level. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Theo, Ox are Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaican by, heritage. I don't think they're born Jamaican. Yeah, Ruben Reed. Is it Ruben Reed at Fulham? Curtis, based on how Jamaica's program is, it a long road to the World Cup, bro. They have to play loads of qualifiers, man. They start years before the World Cup starts. Bro, why do you think Bundesliga players struggle in the Prem? I mean, listen, not all of them do. Gundogan, Leroy Sané, they've done well over here. But yeah, there are a lot of players at the moment who are really not performing. You look at Timo Werner, you look at Kai Havertz. There are one or two others as well, but Aubameyang was a good one as well. But yeah, a few of the recent ones have really struggled. I think the leagues are so different. When I watch the Bundesliga, the defenses play such a high line, man. You play one decent little through ball, you seem to be one-on-one. So I think the Prem is much tougher than the German league, man. Good players progress, eye test players struggle. JA qualifiers are way harder than European countries. Yeah, they have to play so many, Curtis, man, please don't ever compare De Bruyne to any current player. I have some stats to show if need be. De Bruyne is the best centre midfielder in the world for me, all day long. Here come Liverpool again. Salah whips it in back post. It's going straight on Mane's head. Great clearance, Wan-Bissaka. Got Pogba, he's got to move it. No, that ain't no foul. Pogba's been put. Oh, Mane nutmegs. Oh, Mane crunching, man. Who's that rolling around the floor? Fred. Oh, come on, man. He looks like he's milking it. Mane clattered him. Would Odegaard start over ESR for you? I mean, time will tell. I honestly don't know how good he is at this point. So Mane wins the ball off Pogba, goes in. Oh, wow. I take it back. That is a red card all day long. Wow, he's put studs all over his shin pads. He got a yellow card. He's looking, man, because I'm sure there's no VAR. So he got away with it. Got away with it big time there. Mane just coming on and clattering, man, bruv. Oh, dear. He got a yellow, I think. Everything we know would happen to Jay after winning the World Cup needs to happen from people for them to win the World Cup. Yeah, I get your point. As I said, the country is not fully football orientated. A lot of people over there, a lot of the youngsters over there, they play American sports, basketball especially. So that's the problem. And as I said, a lot of the players in England with Jamaican heritage are choosing to play for England, or rather than playing for Jamaica. You need 5 or 6 big players with Jamaican heritage. Imagine if Sterling, Daniel Sturridge, players like that, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, Theo Walcott. Imagine if these players were all playing for Jamaica. They would have a very competitive team that I'm sure would have qualified for the World Cup. Leon Bailey obviously chose to play for Jamaica as well. As you say, yeah, track and field and that is big as well, obviously with Usain Bolt. Big C, do you think football will never have another Ronaldinho because they rate athletic ability first? I think he's a once in a lifetime player, Ronaldinho. He's just something else. He's just that special. Curtis, cricket destroying football here in India. I know obviously cricket is very big in India. It's big in the Caribbean, in fact, but obviously the West Indies are not, they're not what they were back in the day with Brian Lara and Ambrose and Walsh and that. But yeah, cricket still has a part to play. Nigeria have that same problem. Happens to a lot of countries, they'll choose the country that they were maybe born and raised in rather than the country of their heritage and family. Oh, Liverpool on. Oh, Firmino, Thiago volleys over. This 90 minutes to go. This has got extra time written all over it. Curtis, do you think England would qualify if they had to go the route of the Caribbean and Central American teams? Yeah, I think they would. I still think they would qualify. England have got a lot of quality, man. 4-3-3 with Bailey, Sturridge, and Sterling. Oxen, Ruben, Loftus-Cheek behind them. Come on, man. You see it already, man. That team would qualify. That team would qualify. Sterling on the left, Bailey on the right, and Sturridge through the middle. Prime Sturridge as well. Loftus-Cheek and Ox centre midfield. You already got a good team there. Big C, do you really have to stay seated in the stands in some grounds in England? Bro, most grounds you can't stand up. I sit in the North Bank at the Emirates, and there are a section of people there who stand up, but the majority of people they sat down, and you're not allowed to stand up. Big up Curtis, that happens in Canada as well. Tamori, De Guzman, Hargreaves are Canadian, but played internationally for other nations. It's a shame, isn't it? It is a shame, some of the players that you could have. Obviously, Canada have pulled out Alphonso Davies out of the bag, though. What a player he is. Reece Lockett said Sturridge is still a free agent. I would take him over Eddie. Oh, my days. Yeah, I probably would. Here come Man United. I'm just surprised that they've taken off... what's his name? Greenwood. Scores one, sets up another. I don't think Cavani has been great today, and he gets dragged off. Strange one, that. Can you stand in Wembley? I think, again, there is a little section I've seen sometimes that stands, but majority of Wembley, you can't. You actually can't. Southgate, Arteta, Ollie. You've got to put Ollie at the front at the moment. He's top of the league. Here comes Pogba. It's a terrible shot, and he's trying to get a penalty out of it. That's awful. I don't know why he didn't cross it. And then I got to go for Arteta, man. Southgate is poor. At least Arteta won a trophy. I'll give him that. Greenwood, why take him off? I agree. I don't get it. Do not get it. Please remove that Spurs fraud behind you. Listen, man. When I'm doing non-Arsenal games, it's Premier League, isn't it? I still get moaned about that there's no Chelsea player on this picture. Injuries hurt Daniel Sturridge. I think Sturridge was at Liverpool when he was balling with Suarez. Unbelievable striker. I actually wanted Arsenal to sign him at one stage. But yeah, the injuries just finished his career, really. I love Sonaldo. I like him on FIFA. He's a beast. It's Salah. Salah shoots. Oh, keeper saves it. Yeah, he's always been a beast on FIFA, his team of the season cards. Big C, I was going to an Arsenal game till COVID hit. Do match-going fans really hate it when you're taking pictures and filming during the game? I think, listen, just from where I sit, a lot of people take pictures. I don't think that's a major problem, but I have seen some arguments sometimes with fans who are filming for long periods of time. But as I said, this isn't all around the ground. There are certain sections of the ground where people view it a little bit different. It's a shame. It doesn't, it's up to you. You've paid for your ticket. You should be able to do what you want. And you can do what you want, but, you just got certain people who, mouth off a little bit. Son would be our best player. Yeah, he probably would, along with Partey and Aubameyang when Aubameyang's on form. People need to respect Suarez and Sturridge. Those guys were 100. They had a fire combination. That's for sure. Big C, rumours around lockdown till 17th of July. I hope that is not true, man. I can't be dealing with that. I cannot be dealing with that. Free kick to Man United right on the edge of the box. Curtis, what's your favourite Arsenal game of all time? Do you know what? I think it would be... What's my favourite Arsenal game of all time? I love Inter Milan away. 5-1. Thierry Henry special. What's my favourite? There's so many. There's so many that I can't think. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you what my favourite game is. You know, you're saying games here that I'm thinking Arsenal beating Real in the Bernabeu, the Barcelona victory at home, Man United victories over the years. You know, there's too many. I always love us beating Man United. I got to be honest. Liverpool 89, there you go. Obviously, I never had the pleasure of watching that live. You know, it's the highlights one. There's literally too many to name, you know. Henry v Spurs, length of the pitch, you know, there's so many. So many. Thoughts on Phil Neville getting the Inter Miami job? It's Beckham, innit? He's kept it in-house, man. And he's apparently a good coach, Phil Neville. You know, obviously he was England women's coach. Curtis, did you see Ozil's letter to the fans? Yeah, it was, you know, I respect that, man. He's been at the club a long time. Longest serving player at the club currently. So, you know, I think he had a real connection with the fans, Ozil. So, yeah, big up Ozil, man. I think the fans would appreciate that. Big up Fist on Fire with a super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Free kick to Man United. Bruno Fernandes. He scored! Bruno Fernandes has scored. Oh, my days. You're not going to hear the end of it, Man United fans. Bruno whips it into the bottom corner. That for me is poor goalkeeping. You should not get beat on the side of the wall where you're standing. What a finish. Klopp will not be happy with that. Bruno Fernandes whips in a free kick into the bottom corner. You know, he just come off the bench and he scores what could potentially be the winner. Alisson gets beat at the side where he is. Look how Pogba just ducks out the way. What a free kick, man. Right in the inside of the post. And, man, you ain't going to hear the end of it. Man United fans are going to be gassed. I think, you know, as much as that's a great free kick, you know, you always say a goalkeeper should not get beat around the wall, on the side of the wall that he is standing. Bruno is just one of these players that just impacts games, constantly impacts games. You know, Pogba was kind of standing to the side of the wall and Bruno like whips it just over his head and he ducks down. Keeper gets beat. Oh, man, it's going to be a long week. It's going to be a long week. Man United, top of the league. And if they knock Liverpool out the FA Cup, oh, man, and we play them next week. Going to be a long week, people. Going to be a long week. Bruno, Mr. Set Piece Fernandes. He's a baller, man. He's a baller who pulls out moments. What is happening to Liverpool? I don't think it's a crisis. I think the injuries have hit them hard, man. You know, Van Dijk is the brick wall in that defence. And, you know, Fabinho is kind of that brick wall in midfield. And they've had to take Fabinho out of midfield and put him in defence. So it's made them unstable, really. Oh, my days. Rashford, left foot. Looked offside, volleys it straight at the keeper. It was. Listen, I might be being a bit harsh because when I watch the free kick replay, you know, it's right in the corner. It almost looks like it clips the post. And Pogba gets out the way, so maybe he's blocking it for Alisson. I'm just saying in general. My initial response was, you know, they always say a keeper shouldn't get beat round the wall, but I'm not going to discredit Bruno. It's a fantastic free kick. Wan-Bissaka goes on a great run, but a terrible cross. Can Liverpool respond? 10 minutes to go. 3-2. It's been a great cup tie, to be fair. He's sitting and said, Curtis, I hate Bruno in a good way. He's one of them players. He's one of them players that outside of Man United, no one will like Bruno Fernandes. But do I rate him as a player? You have to rate him as a player. You know, I would have loved someone like that at Arsenal. Thiago and Firmino come off. Shaqiri and Origi come on for the last 9 minutes. Can Liverpool get an equaliser? Medicals pending, then a deal will be announced. Are you talking about Odegaard there, possibly? Darren said, Big C, do you think we need to keep losing to get Arteta out? Fans have had enough of Arteta. We went for the cheaper option and we're paying for it. I mean, we are where we are, bro. I mean, that is the only way he's going to go, isn't it? But I do think that I wouldn't want that to happen, if you know what I mean. I don't want Arteta to go because we're so bad that they have no choice to get rid of him. You know, I want them to do it from a position of strength, but they're not going to do it. I've kind of got my head around the fact that Arteta's going to be here till the end of the season, at least. At least. Martin is coming, according to Fab. Yeah. Everything what we've read is that he's on his way. He's on his way to London. I think Ox has regressed at Liverpool. What are your thoughts? I think he started well. I think the injury really held him back. And since then, he hasn't really made it happen. They've got a strong midfield. And I think he's struggling to get in there. Jota is injured as well. And obviously, Jota was on fire at one stage. So they've lost a lot of players. Big ups here. I think channels like yours really connect with the foreign fan base, real people instead of corporate pundits. I think that's the direction it's going in, bro. There'll always be a Sky Sports, a BBC, whatever. But I think now, because of the interaction, because of the options on YouTube and the way you can interact with people, read comments and all that kind of stuff, I think it's going away from mainstream media. Slowly, to be honest. And but listen, it's a great way for people to connect to the club, because I think a lot of these football clubs don't know how to connect with fans properly. And I'll put Arsenal in there. I think Arsenal are very poor at connecting with fans. And as I don't know if you guys have probably heard, the guy who runs the social media accounts for Arsenal is a Southampton fan. So what does he know about Arsenal, So listen. But you make a great point. Klopp not looking very happy, man. He's having a tough time. I knew Van Dijk FC couldn't keep a clean sheet in this one. United way too strong. I mean, I predicted United 2-1, but they're winning 3-2. I mean, Liverpool have had chances, but United have taken theirs. Curtis, why the F haven't Liverpool signed a centre-back? Such a bad decision. I think there's problems in the boardroom at Liverpool. There's no way Jurgen Klopp, he sells Lovren in the summer, leaves himself with 3 centre-backs. The best one out the 3 gets injured. Van Dijk's probably the best centre-back in the world. He gets injured. That leaves him with Matip and Gomez. Gomez gets injured. They move Fabinho to centre-back. Why on earth have they not bought a centre-back in this window? They're champions of England. They must have enough cash to reinvest. It makes no sense. Klopp, they must be telling Klopp there's no money there, Man said, what we saying, Klopp out. Yeah, bring Klopp to Arsenal, man. I'll take him. The guy's always mugging us off on socials. Bro, the guy's a Southampton fan. How are you going to get a Southampton fan to run the Arsenal social media? Doesn't make no sense. Get a passionate Arsenal fan there. With balance, obviously, you can't have him talking madness on there. But yeah, it's typical. Exactly, man. Our admin's writing, Southampton have scored. Imagine the smile on his face. Ramos still better than Van Dijk. I don't think he is defensively, man. Maybe better than him on the ball, but defensively, Van Dijk, I think, is better than Ramos now. That's my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, obviously. We'll beat United, Curtis. I hope so. I hope so, I've got a lot of friends who support Man United, and I don't want to have to hear the noise of them being top of the league, and if they beat us and they knock Liverpool out the FA Cup, it's way too much. Listen, Klopp apparently there was an opportunity for us to get Klopp at one stage when he was at Dortmund, and Arsenal never took that. Again, reading back through the stories, I heard a long time ago that Pep Guardiola was there. Pep was interested in coming to the Prem with Arsenal, and we flopped it and gave Wenger a new contract. Arsenal trying to sign Collins from Stoke. I have not seen enough of him. I have seen those stories. Rashford coming off with 4 minutes to go. Got his goal. I mean, he looked a yard offside. But he's got his goal. Rashford, a quality player. Martial coming on, bringing on quality players off the bench, and that can make the difference sometimes. Now watch a fight. Watch the fight between Liverpool and United in the summer for Upamecano. I believe Bayern Munich won him as well. And listen, if Liverpool and Man United go for him, I would expect him to go to Man United because they will just offer bigger wages. That's how they get him. Big C, why do you think the biggest stars like Mbappe and Neymar don't come to the Prem? It's the most watched league. Listen, I've had this debate a number of times. So great question, Messi isn't here. Ronaldo left here. Suarez left here. I think there are a number of factors. Number one, the Premier League is so physically demanding that I think if you play in this league for a long, long time, it can wear you down sometimes. Number two, the weather. These guys want the weather. They don't want to play in the freezing winter. No winter break. These guys have winter breaks, 2 weeks off. Go and be with your family at Christmas. In England, you train on Christmas Day. It's sometimes, in the freezing weather. The demand is so high. You play the bottom. You can play the bottom team in England and get beat. That doesn't happen often in Spain and those other countries. The Prem is so demanded. So, yeah, I think that's why, the weather, the lifestyle, I think is much easier and more laid back and warmer in these other climates and less demanded. Man said Neymar can't do it on a wet night in Stoke. Yeah, Stoke or Burnley or something like that. He ain't going to want to play there. Yeah, the intensity, man, the weather, So many top players never came in. Here come Man United again. They're going to look for another one. Here's Cavani. Dinks it back post. Ooh, not a bad ball. Fred will get there. He's going to the corner. He's going to the corner, man. He's going to... Oh, great ball to Bruno. Liverpool look a bit tired. Bruno whips it in. Cavani hits the post. Unbelievable. He looked offside. Cavani header hits the post. That could have been game over. 2 minutes to go. Liverpool hanging on. Origi spins Lindelof. Oh, my days. Drags him back. It's a rugby tackle. It's like Guendouzi against Zaha last year. It's a yellow card. It's an awful tackle. I think Adriano would have been perfect. He might have been able to work, The language barrier as well. That's a good point. Liverpool, minute and a half to go. Can they equalise and take it to extra time? This will be a big defeat for Liverpool, man. Very good game this has been. I've enjoyed it. Really good game. Makes a change that I can relax and enjoy a game rather than the stress that Arsenal are bringing me. Shaqiri finds Origi, gives it away. Poor. Martial finds Maguire, who will just smack it upfield. Have it. Left foot, whacks it out for a throw-in. Last minute to go. Obviously, there'll be time added on as well. It's been a really good game. Really enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm surprised. Oh, Cavani's header there hit the post, man. Great leap. Probably should score. 7-8 yards out. Big C is relaxed when he's not drinking, stressed. I'm telling you, man, no need for that. It's Arsenal who bring the stress out. Please go to extra time. You want more of this. It's been a really good game. Can Liverpool get an equaliser? Someone is down on the floor, injured, I believe. It is Origi down, injured, just come on. Ollie looking like a master tactician with them quality players. Bro, he's bringing on, well, it's not difficult. Bring Bruno on when you need a goal, I remember watching Mbappe at Monaco thinking could be Henry for his incredible ability at 18. Wow, they've given Paul Pogba man of the match. I'm shocked at that. I mean, forgive me, I like Pogba. I'm a fan of him as a player, but I haven't seen that much from him today. I'm surprised he got man of the match. I've seen him losing the ball, but hey, fair play to him. Maybe he's been bossing the game and I haven't seen it reading all the comments. This game deserves extra time, to be fair. It does. This is the game that should have happened in the Prem, but less pressure. Bring out the cones, man, say. Nah, no cones today, man. No cones. I didn't even bring the cones out yesterday, to be fair. We got a long February ahead, people. Yeah, I've stocked my drinks up, man, for that February. I'm already stressed, bro. Load up your fridge, load up your freezer, lock the door, put the interviews, put the radiator on, and stay in. February is going to get nasty for Arsenal. Hopefully we turn it around and surprise people, but it's worrying when you look at them fixtures. Liverpool are done. I think that's a bit early to be saying that, man. I do. They're still the champions. They're still, competing for the league. Greenwood should be man of the match. I mean, they took him off quite early. Salah scored 2. You know, I'm just surprised. Pogba man of the match. Hibernate until March, I'm telling you. Hit the likes, people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Big up everyone for tuning in as well. Let's see if they can get the equaliser. Oh, free kick right on the edge of the box. Pogba, the man of the match, gets a yellow card. Bruno or De Bruyne? Ask Alman. It's Kevin De Bruyne all day long for me. Don't get me wrong. Bruno is he's a stat padder's dream. He'll get goals and assists all day long. But De Bruyne bosses games, man. He's next level. Great chance for Liverpool. 92 minutes gone. There was 4 minutes time added on. And Trent or Robertson are going to whip this in from out wide. Can Liverpool take this to extra time? Will Trent shoot or whip it in? It's got to be a cross, surely. Let's see. Here we go. Robertson whips it in, back post, headed away by Pogba. Salah, oh, he volleys it wide. That was a chance. That could be it. Jack Grealish or De Bruyne, KDB for me. He's a next level. He's a next level. Better than last week's. Yeah, that Man United game last week was terrible, you know. See, I beg you set up pro clubs on FIFA with viewers. Oh, listen, we're going to sort this. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. I am going to get something sorted, whether it be gaming, FIFA, or whatever. We're definitely going to do something. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. The channel will be moving onwards and upwards, man. Don't worry. Alisson is poor. Nah. He's a good goalkeeper, man. Definitely a good goalkeeper. Pepe will shine if Arsenal play 4-4-1-1 like he did in Lille. So he's either one behind the striker, yeah, I'm assuming. Do you rate Maddison? Yeah, baller, man. I'd take Maddison. Definitely would take Maddison at Arsenal. Very good player. Big C, watch along for Tottenham Liverpool on Thursday. Yeah, I am going to do that, actually. I said any of the two big six, if you like, play each other, I will stream it. So, yeah, I will do it. Although, maybe I should start doing Leicester as well against the top six. You know, they're moving like big boys right now. That's 4 minutes gone. Ref's blown the full-time whistle. Full-time whistle has gone. Manchester United have knocked out Liverpool. That's a big result, man. Very entertaining game. That was a good game, to be fair. I don't know. I said, yes, Curtis, do Leicester ones. I might do that because, they're flying. I suppose I deserve to give them that respect. Curtis, by far the best AFTV contributor, speaks so much sense. I appreciate that, Bill Hicks. Thank you very much. I try, at times I do get very frustrated with Arsenal and sometimes in the heat of the moment, I try and keep as balanced as I can, but it's hard being an Arsenal fan. Big C channel memberships. Listen, it's in the process. Don't worry. It's getting there. And what I want to say, listen, if I do channel memberships on this channel, it will not affect anything that currently happens on the channel for people who have subscribed. I don't want people to think they'll be missing out. It will just be a case of people who want more content, who want more, emojis and stickers next to your names and maybe more content. It will just be for that. But yeah, I'm looking into it. You have to feel for Salah. He played really well. I mean, two goals and you lose at Old Trafford. You're going to be fuming. Thank you very much, Cam. I appreciate your quality input as well earlier with them stats. Good watch along, bro. Thank you very much. Daniel says, big up, Big C. Great stream. Let's hope Man U gets overconfident like Chelsea did against us. I hope so. What else? Bruno is the best player in England at the moment. The Man United fans rant, Saeed, Flex, Goldbridge, them man are going to be gassed. They're going to be gassed, Ashton says, great watch along, Big C. Omar says, good game. I'm going to get out of here, people. It's dinner time. I appreciate all your support today. Thank you for all your excellent interaction as usual. Hit the like button on the way out. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. 2:30 p.m. on Monday. Me and Lee Judges will look over the weekend's action, and what else? We're going to talk about Arsenal being knocked out of the FA Cup and whether we can rescue the season. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bless.